Doctor?
Yo, what up, what up, what up? Y'all know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share. So we get this thing out everywhere. There's anywhere in the world you could be, but it's be right here with me, the BABGOG. And I appreciate you pull up on me, man. What's going on? Hey, to sell, yeah, man. You got the jokes, man. You got jokes of the day, brother. Jokes of the day go to you, brother. Listen, hey, you're a fine stud. You ready to come back home, baby? Holla at your boy. Okay. All right. Fine studs only. Okay. None of these little Boosie, Manny Fresh lookalikes. You look like Boosie or Manny Fresh every Halloween, baby, don't come my way. All we can do is fight or hoop or play ball or lift weights. That's it. Yeah, bro. Listen, man. Listen, bro. YouTube has hit my channel, bro, with so many what you call them shits, age restrictions, bro. It's clearly my shit getting targeted right now. So that's why I say like and share, like and share, like and share, man. Please, when y'all come in here, hit the like button and hit the share button too, bro. Even if you don't have subscribers, hitting the share button, man, all right, does a lot. So even more importantly than the like, or just as important as the like button, hit the share button, man. Just hit share, create a post or whatever, and share the shit. You feel me? Yeah. DC Slim, what up, bro? But and listen, man, shout out to y'all. I'm glad y'all here because if y'all wasn't here, I wouldn't be doing this shit. Shout out to the 100+ people that show up every day to listen to me talk my shit, man. I greatly appreciate it. Right, I don't take it for granted, and because of y'all, I can get because of y'all, I get random inspirations from shit I see, on the internet, man. You feel me? Let me go to this shit right here. And this right here, to me yesterday, man, it was so funny. But then too, hey, in every bit of humor, okay, there's some seriousness, man. We're gonna go over this right here, man. All right, and it's why I be telling y'all, bro. Do y'all understand? And I literally put this all together just randomly today, right? Because I was gonna talk about the student loan things and how that. So I'll still work that in, but that's not my main focus. TP, what up, love? How you doing? Listen, bro, do y'all understand how we got finesse in 1999, bro? Well, I gave it away. Okay, but what's the one song? I swear to God, and I swear this is like some what they call it shit, Mandela effect shit. Because I swear this one song came out way earlier than that, but no, it came out in 1999. All right, what's the two biggest women talking shit about men songs? Name them. What's the two most popular men ain't shit? Yep. Guess what fucking year No Scrubs came out? Even Tia P no. Guess what year No Scrubs came out? DC Slim, no. See, look, DC Slim, this brother right here. This is why I fuck with DC Slim. Even though he's a little contrarian, the brother he's sharp. He's mighty sharp. Hey, D Champ, I thought so too. I thought it was way earlier. No Scrubs and Bills by Destiny's Child came out in 1999. Shout out to Cree, the little lady with the money. She kind of a music connoisseur, kind of. She kind of know a little bit of something about some music. Cree know a little something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm shout Cree out. But, bruh, both of those songs came out in 99. Both of them. Vet Life, what up, man? Both of these songs came out in 99. Now, in the meantime, between time. So let me show y'all what I'm gonna take the little what's the name thing for this so y'all can see this shit. Make sure you listen, man. Listen to this shit, man. Okay, I'm gonna damn, I know, fuck it. It is what it is. All right. They go strike it, but I can do the thing. So R&B Radar did this, man. All right. Stopping the song to simp over a girl who's cheating on you for 40 seconds. It's peak R&B. Bro, we didn't even catch this. In 99, when this song came out, it was probably for my birthday, so I was like 15 years old. This is when they were still putting the motherfucking song to the soundtrack. So they had the motherfucking big movie screen in the back, you know what I'm saying, playing in the back of the songs and shit. Okay? Let's see. Listen to this shit, man. Listen carefully. Listen.
Girl, I'm here for you. All those times at night when you just hurt me and just ran out with that other fella. Baby, I knew about it. I just didn't care.
Brother, what? Excuse me, what, brother? All the other times you ran out with the other fella? I knew, I just didn't care. Bro, listen, man. What do we tell? Hey, man, I ain't using it in a minute because they always copyright strike me. This is why you never want to be who?
I'm the one who pays the bills. He's the one who gives you plenty thrills.
Yeah, see, all of us was singing that shit, Cree. All of us was singing this shit. To the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. I belong to you. And we was all singing that shit. You feel me? We singing along. Hey, Barry White and softest motherfucking Charmin. Baby, I knew. I just didn't care. Shit me. Listen here, bitch. Come up in here. Okay. Late night smelling like 1 million. You hear me? I don't even wear that no more. I done took that shit out my rotation, baby. All right. I'm a male fragrance connoisseur. That ain't my cologne bit. You finna have to get on up out of here. Okay? I definitely care. And this is the main reason why, man. Listen, bro, listen. This is why the simps and shit we talking about, bro. We was programmed. We was programmed. We didn't even know it. Singing along. Well, listen, but a man support men. Shout out to a man support men, brother. Great appreciation for the 5. Half of the R&B artists didn't believe what they were singing, but we gotta sell records. Listen, they believe, brother. The programming was there, brother. We was singing this shit ugly in the shower and shit in the mirrors. Nigga was Boys to Men was prime. What you used to do back talent show. Boys to Men. Everybody wanted to be Boys to Men at the talent show, man. We repeating this shit. It's getting embedded in our minds. See, look, spinning around and around. Niggas want to die. Okay, now this early, but then we got 99. So I got to show y'all this, man. And this is like it all hit me at one time, man. It all hit me at one time. Let's look at these things, man. All right. Songs in 99. You know what's up? Of course, Bills. Where My Girls At is where all this stuff started. What's name? But this one right here, No Scrubs. All right. And Bills. Look at the men shit. So Anxious. Listen. Hey, listen. I almost done made a couple children to them. And I made a lot of throat babies to it. Okay. And this right here is really the one for me. So Jagged Edge. So Jagged Edge would have been like the replacement for Boys to Men on the back end, right? Jagged Edge, J.E. Heartbreak is also one of the I think most underrated R&B albums we don't talk about a lot. A lot of bangers, right? But think about all the songs on motherfucking J.E. Heartbreak, bro. That was just so in love and so just, you know what I mean? Let's look at the discography, man. It's classics too. Classic album, man. Listen, all this shit. He Can't Love You. He Can't Love You. Healing. What you trying to do? And what's the most important one? What's the biggest in 1999? What was the biggest motherfucking track on that album? Yeah, Jodeci is too, but Creed. That's the diabolical shit. Promise. You got simping, tricking, and everything in between on this motherfucking Jagged Edge album. And listen, it's still a great album. Shout out to a man supporting man again. Greatly appreciate your brother for the 10. I was singing Drew Hill, looking out the window crying, singing The Love We Had Stays on My Mind. I was in the 8th grade. The cheerleader broke this basketball player's heart, man. Yeah, listen, man. And that was a remake of I forget who it was. The Whispers or somebody like that or something. I forget who originally sung The Love We Had. I forget who the original song what's name was, but yeah. There we go. Let's Get Married. Meet me at the altar in your white dress. We ain't getting no younger, so we might as well do it. Let's get married. In 1999, where the niggas is talking about they so anxious. Meet me at 11:30. 11 when you're talking dirty. Set up. Listen, niggas is talking about so anxious. He can't love you. Let's get married. And we got the nigga, the 1-2 combo, the 1-2 punch of you niggas ain't shit. We probably had what? Shit, when the R&B died, for real, I want to say what? Mid 2000s, mid early 2000s. So from 2000 to 2010, I say R&B was like officially over by maybe I got here in 08. So now the dream was still, but you had to let, so yeah, by 2010, R&B was dead for the most part. Right? By 2010, R&B as we know it was over with. And I knew the shit had switched, and I hadn't realized how much it had, right? As far as the women shit with. When I was in the club, and you know, at the end of the club, they start fucking playing the slow music. I'll never forget this shit, man. I was back home. I was in Macon, right? At the Rock. You know, it get down to the last 45 minutes or so of the club. They start playing all the slow shit or whatever. And the girl distinctly said, I don't know who she was, just some random shit. We weren't there together, but why they playing this shit? Ain't nobody in love. Ain't nobody trying to be in no love. Bro, this shit is always like, bro. That's why, bro, we don't even understand this shit, man. I be trying to tell people, bro, we don't even understand the motherfucking level of fucking propaganda and shit. And just how far behind men are in this motherfucking game. Scrubs and Bills in the same motherfucking year. Okay. And we come to find out fucking TLC was the Scrubs. Them they didn't have no money. Bitch sound one of the worst. Everybody talk about motherfucking who? Talking about Diddy? Shit. Who's that? Paula Abdul? Or who was TLC's manager? No, Pebbles, right? Pebbles was TLC manager, right? It was Pebbles, right? Pebbles was yeah. Bruh. Suge Knight and Diddy combined ain't got shit on Pebbles. Suge Knight, Diddy, Michael Bivins, ain't none of them got shit on fucking Pebbles, bro. The money that fucking TLC made, no, Creed not even still, because they didn't make nowhere near as much money as TLC made. It was a bad deal, but again, the money being made and the record sold by TLC, not even close. And shout out to New Edition, right? But yeah, Pebbles, bro, listen. Bro, hey, Colombian neckties, nigga, when it came to them contracts. Shout out to man supporting men again. Greatly appreciate the brother for the fire. There was a time we couldn't wait until they played the R&B song at the college party in the club, looking for a woman to grind on and slow dance with. Thank you, bro. Listen, nigga, that shit was still fucking that shit was still popping in the early 2000s, nigga. I was my shit was and this is why I kind of had a crush on Remy Ma, right? Way before she was a bitch and she fucking, it was before Papoose, we even know who he was. But Remy Ma and Neo had a song called Feel So Good or So Good, either or. That song right there, nigga, however long that song was, nigga, I could dance for that long. All right. However long that fucking So Good song was, I didn't get no other ones. That motherfucker do 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 do. That shit come on. Listen, I'm staring that bitch down like Cyclops, nigga. You see, hey, you see the shirt? I'm laser focus. Yeah, you. Come here. Walking right up to your ass. Turn around. Don't even. Don't say nothing. Enjoy yourself. Dance with me is too fast. 112 played like the club shit in the what's the name. Dance with me was too fast. We talking about slow music shit. You know, R. Kelly, feel on your booty type shit. That was another one. Shout out to a man, A1 Day One in the motherfucking building, man. Donovan Wood in the building, bro. Appreciate you for the 5 on the cash. He said you ain't told no lies. Hey, man. Y'all know me, man. I ain't gonna never lie to you. No, it was pigeons. Not penguins, pigeons. It was no pigeons. Yeah, Brian McKnight was what's the name, but you know. Yeah, man, he just had to be there, man. That's why I say, bro. I don't listen, man. The 2000s, the club scene, I don't give a fuck. All right, no booger sugar needed. Okay, we didn't need the fucking, you know, everybody was being on drugs and be high as shit, like y'all was on motherfucking back in the 70s and shit. Okay, all right. You know what I mean? You had it all, man. Crunk was there, so you know niggas had a little mosh pit phase. You know, it was a good balance, man. It was good music, man. 2000s club. After that, it died. We saw the last true era of club scene. That's before everything was a section. That's before, you know what I mean? Like when everybody could get in free before a certain amount of time or some shit. You know, we knew the liquor was watered down, but bottles was, you know, 200% versus 1,000%. Want to laugh and talk shit about snap music, but every last one of you niggas was doing a motherfucking Soldier Boy, okay? All right. The Soldier Boy is the only dance where you can see everybody dancing it. Regular niggas, women, drug dealers, and killers. All right. You knew this nigga just caught a body earlier this day. He'll be in the club that same night doing the Soldier Boy. You had to be there, man. You just had to be there. You see, it just had to be there, man. Shout out to Tequila Sipper. I come from the three. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, see, we got some clubs shut down, man. It was a no boots, it was a no Timberlands rule, and they had a ban on both of those for a little minute, man. You couldn't play Lil Jon or 3 6 Mafia in the club for a little minute because niggas would literally tear the club up. This is way after, like, you know what I mean? Like niggas was fucking shit up. Shout out to man DC Slim for the 5. Really appreciate you, brother. A good R&B song needs some simping. Yeah, man. Again, no, we're not denying that. But what I'm saying is we didn't see the damn the transition. It didn't even happen for men for another 10 years. Because you know, niggas was still simping and singing all this other shit, right? Meantime, between time, the women was getting these motherfucking you know, pretty much getting these messages. These niggas ain't shit. And then you know, then you had the men come up and help out. Boosie had some of the worst motherfucking that was the worst. IND bitches couldn't spell independent before that Boosie song. I promise you. Before Lil Boosie made that independent song, I promise you 60% of women couldn't spell independent. Then Neo came and he made it to a love song. Mel, you know I ain't lying. TD Self said no romance before finance. That was few and far in between though. I can't think of most what's some of the independent women songs prior to that. I don't know. Before Bills and Scrubs, what's some of these niggas ain't shit songs? I guess no romance before finance. Ain't nothing going on but the rent type shit, right? That's why I can't play a whole Jodeci. Yeah, well, yeah, Jodeci the same way. Yeah, we also know James Brown was beating bitches. James Brown was pleading because he done gave her a black eye. It was different. It was a different context. I'm not your Superman. That's a good one. What have you done for me lately, Jack? That's another one. What have you done for me lately, Janet Jackson? I don't know, man. I can't. Listen, man. Shout out to Janet, man. Shout out to Janet. Listen, man. Listen. When I tell you 2 songs, would you mind? And what was the other one? Would you mind? And what's the other joint? Hold on, let me see. I can't even say the song about thinking what it is. I'm not gonna say that shit because that'd be wild. That's be a beyond power. Warmth, nigga, warmth. That's what it is. Warmth. 2 songs, nigga. Listen. If she our age, bro, all right. If she our age, those 2 songs right there, over with. Shout out to DC Slim for the 2. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, listen, man. Listen. Yeah, anytime, any place. That's another good one. Yeah, anytime, any place. Hey, exactly, definitely, bro. Janet was something different, boy. You say super. Marvin Gaye. No, Marvin Gaye was. Marvin Gaye was. I like Marvin Gaye, but I think he didn't. I think he got the Tupac treatment before Tupac. There's a lot of people his age group that's got, or his generation that I think got a way better catalog. But nah, man. So the point of this is in 1999 there was a clear shift from the message that was being sent in music to the women, and we know music is one of the easiest ways for subliminal messages, programming, propaganda, a lot of these things, right? So when you had these 2 songs, and like I said, bro, I think, bro, y'all gotta, all right, put a 1 in the chat if you thought that No Scrubs came out way before 1999, and put a 2 if you knew that was the year. Chat participation. Put a 1 in the chat if you thought or it felt like to you that No Scrubs came out before 1999, and put 2 if you just knew. Because I swear to God, bro, I thought fucking No Scrubs was way before that. It's just like a mixed bag. It's like 50-50. Well, now everybody's saying 2. So we'll go 60-40 for the most part, right? And then understand the groups, right? And we doing a late 10-4 Tuesday with a little rabbit hole, what's the name too. So now you got Destiny's Child that's blowing shit up. Everything's going good. Destiny's Child, even when they had the 4 members, was doing damn good, right? TLC's, of course, is TLC. They got their stride. They who they are. I think they should have won Grammys by that time or whatever, right? Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls. One of this that would have been after, right? Don't go. Let me see. Waterfalls. Let me see. TLC Waterfalls. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, so it's after Waterfalls. Crazy Sexy Cool was an album that went crazy or whatever. They solidified, right? So unfortunately, I think Left Eye Dies that following year. When they left out, let me see when Left Eye. 2002, right? So Left Eye died in 2002, right? And then I think after that, Destiny's Child reduced the group from 4 to 3, right? And changed the members and shit. And now, you know what I'm saying? TLC is all but out of it because Left Eye's gone. Then listen, see, look at TLP. The young girls that was singing this shit, that shit became a fucking part of the lexicon. That wasn't some shit that everybody was fucking saying. Nobody was talking about scrubs. You know what I mean? That's some shit you might have heard in basketball. But that one song turned everything around and put this narrative out here that, most black men are out here scrubs. Most niggas not getting money. Most niggas got to ride with a homeboy. Most niggas dependent upon another man. Most niggas is out here, struggling. Then the same year, Can You Pay My Bills? And they start the motherfucking video off with hair salon and Beyonce pretty much giving her keys to her broke boyfriend. Back to back, Robert W. It wasn't just one, it was back to back, brother. Shout out to my man TD Tell him for the 5. Really appreciate you, brother. Honorable mention, Janet Jackson come back to me. She was begging that man to come on back. She been letting dudes know ever since. Listen, man. Janet will listen. I remember all this VHS tapes because we didn't know the future videos and music from them, BET, MTV, LR. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Well, no, so we start talking about Chris Brown and Drake, right? Chris Brown was still R&B. He's like one of the few R&B dudes left, but I'm saying just changing from the volume and the variety, right? So let's compare 80s R&B groups or R&B dudes, 80s and 90s, and then start at 2000, right? So your post 2000 R&B groups will be Chris Brown, Trey Songz, The Dream, Chris Brown, Trey Songz, The Dream, Neo, and then after that, it starts getting shaky. Oh, Mario. Um, yeah. Name somebody outside of those five. Name an R&B. Oh, Jeremiah. Yeah, Jeremiah. Jeremiah. Yeah. Lloyd. Okay. Lloyd. Jeremiah. B2K. Omarion. Or Ricky. Pretty Ricky. Avant was definitely previous. Avant was before 2000s. Avant had to be 90s, right? I'm pretty because yeah, I know for sure. Him and the song he had with Kiki Wyatt was before that, or maybe I'm tripping. Let me see. And shout out to Avant, man, because they talking about he was going die. Shit. No, I guess he right at 2000. So okay, he just started making music in 2000. Okay, so Avant, okay. Avant then. My bad. Avant. Yeah, Life Jennings, Jaheen. No, I'm talking about after, who started after 2000, not people that were still existing. Yeah, Usher was before 2000 though. Usher had joints before 2000. Because remember the whole him and Chili thing was what's the name? Early 2000s. But Usher remember Usher was what's the name? He was a kid. Next, yep. Ty Dolla Sign. That's a hey, Ty Dolla Sign is kind of underrated. Shit. Damn, what's the dude who fucking voice got destroyed online? I mean, at the BET Awards, where his voice was cracked, it was fucked up. Giveon. Oh, what was Mr. Leg Drop? What's the leg drop guy? Miguel. I already said Trey Songz. TP. Miguel. The leg drop. The leg drop heard around the world. Tank was 2000. Tank had to be before 2000s. Ain't no way Tank was 2000s. Are you serious? Tank's too old to just come out in the 2000s. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no motherfucking way. Nah, say 2001. Shit. Damn. And then you got what's the new boy name? Drop the low, I'm coming. You already know it's for me. Girl. If you didn't waste your time. Brent Fires. Brent Fires. Who else we saying? I don't know who Lucky Day is. Lucky Day's I don't know who the fuck that is. Carl Thomas was 2000. No, yeah, Carl Thomas was 2000s. Carl Thomas, yep. I think, damn, am I that off? Maybe my fucking what's name is off. Ain't no way. Ain't no way Maxwell was after fucking 2000, bro. Let's see. There we go, musician. Nah, yeah, Maxwell definitely not. Maxwell was before 2000. Yo, what up? Yeah, but yeah, we said Jaheen. So now compare that shit to 80s and 90s, man. This 80s and 90s R&B, bro. You still got like, bro, we can just rattle off name after name after name after name after name, male R&B group. Because that's what it was, right? It was more especially in the 80s, it was more rap, it was more R&B than rap, right? Then rap took over in the 90s, but you still had Jodeci, Boyz II Men was coming into the situation, Bill DeVoe, Johnny Gill had broke off on his own, Keith Sweat, Al B. Sure was what 80s, 90s. Shit, Tevin Campbell. Who else? What's another big one I'm missing? Pause. Yeah, Blackstreet, Bobby Brown, Force MDs. Jamiroquai, the white boy with the hat and the damn conveyor belt. Yeah, people forget about Jamiroquai. You definitely had to be up for that. What? After 7, Babyface himself. Freddie Jackson. What was the dude that looked like Tasha K. Daddy? John B. What's the Brian McWhite? What's Brian McWhite name? Dude was married to the fine ass mixed girl. Lost Without You. What's his name? The white boy? Yeah, Joe. Case, bro. Case underrated, bro. Case is that. Listen, yeah, we gonna get to that one too, Tommy. Listen, all these things, bro. What I'm saying is, right, Robin Thicke. That was appreciate you, brother. So this is what I'm saying. Shout out to Tommy, right? So what we saying is this, right? Look at this shit. Post 2000, you still had all this music, all this simplified shit. Okay, and the ladies had motherfucking switched this shit over to some feminist and women empowerment shit in 1999, bro. You understand that shit? Niggas still on some in love shit, on some let's get married, on some, happily ever after, all this shit. And the women was, nigga, can you pay my bills? And she don't want no motherfucking scrubs. But even then, it was balanced. So check this out, Tommy. So even the balance, everybody talk about, oh man, Snoop Dogg said bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Too Short said motherfucking bitch. Well, listen, man, you had motherfucking Jodeci and Silk and shit on the other girl you for me type shit. So it was a balance, bro. It was always a balance and a counter to that shit. Even when you had the degrading women music and shit and all this other shit, you had motherfucking 20 other motherfucking R&B songs to balance out the one that you would never hear on the fucking radio in the first place. You feel me? So the rap, you got to think too. So early rap wasn't even getting as much play like that because, editing the songs and editing the music, their singles were few and far in between compared to all of the motherfucking songs you heard on the radio that was R&B. Right? Yeah, listen, he had to. Shout out to DC Slim for the 2. Appreciate it. Queen Latifah's UNITY is number 1, then Superwoman. I don't know about that one. Shout out to DC Slim for the 2 for another 2. Appreciate you. That Usher superstar is fire. Yeah, man. Listen, man. Usher been, that fire emoji, brother. With Usher, you gotta be careful. Usher been burning shit up longer than we knew. Yeah, in those jeans, my whole life has changed. Like I said, what was the Anxious? All that shit was coming out in the same time, Dub Will. You had Anxious. Well, let's see. Hold on. Let me bring the list back up. Let me drop a link for y'all, man. This kind of coincides with what we was talking about before. Like we made the biggest simp list. You feel me? We made the greatest. We had like the simp song March Madness, or King of the Simps March bracket. Y'all remember that? Remember we did the King of the Simps bracket, and I think Babyface won. I think Babyface turned out to be the simp of all simps. Listen, man, always doing it, always coming through. Creed, the lovely lady with the money. Y'all already know what it is, man. What are we talking about?
That's $25,000 alpaca. You block that shit. Right. You don't rubble. Put the club soda on there.
Definitely putting the club soda on it. And
you're too down with the gang. You're one of my members.
Everybody that caught those memberships, man, please thank Creed for doing so. Right? Greatly appreciate your Creed as always. And you niggas that hit my like button. The like button is free. Hit it for me. All right. Because if you lie, you steal. If you steal, you most certainly motherfucking kill.
Take off, record. Real more shit, man. That's why more bodies, man. Darn more bodies right now, man. That real more shit, man. G up in the building, man.
And TFP, we agree. We agree. It's not sipping if it's your woman. But these was random motherfuckers. You was doing this. Well, Tia, I don't know. Tia, you a little younger. Tia, now, don't get mad at me, niggas. Okay? But at some point in time, niggas had motherfucking a slow song playing in his background for his fucking, you know what I'm saying? For his voicemail. Okay? All right. On that, I know I wasn't the only one. You niggas ain't got to admit it, but I'm gonna admit it. At one point in time, I had some motherfucking R&B music playing in the back. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hit me back later. with some Jodeci in the background. You feel me? Yo, what up? What up, bro? What's going on,
What's
Tyler?
up, dog?
Hey, I can't complain, man.
Yeah, us 80s babies, boy, we lived through some shit, boy. Them stuff.
They don't know. Tommy, these motherfuckers don't know, man. I be telling, bro, we the best of the best. Nigga, we was the last ones to be outside. Nigga, the last one. We shut the club down, nigga.
Hell yeah.
Motherfuckers don't know, man.
They're like the singing in the rain, grabbing the pussy, singing to
all that. The simplest of the simplest shit, man. We close it out, man.
But the coldest part is like when you double back and you listen to the lyrics and you realize the nigga singing to the side bitch. It ain't even him. He mad the side bitch going to her niggas. What are you doing?
Yeah, LL had a couple of all his little love ballads. That's all LL did.
Nah, LA.
Hey
I
Lover
think
and
he.
what Hey Lover, and then the one he did with I think the one he did with what's the name too, but definitely Hey Lover. That's one of the worst, man.
Yeah, LL was for sure. Like he's probably eh, Mount Rushmore for Dirty Mackin for sure. Like he broke down why your nigga wasn't shit.
Hey,
Like nigga, you don't know me. You know what she told you. And if you do know me, you probably the homie, so that even make it worse.
that's even worse. This nigga plotting, bro. This nigga plotting on that pussy nigga hard. Nigga.
Man, yeah, nah, we went through some shit, man. That's why I always laugh at the OGs when I'm like, boy, y'all was, who was Buddy? He was the worst. Where his Buddy died and he married the wife and then ended up leaving her for the kid.
Oh no,
Womack,
that's
Bobby
Bobby
Womack.
Womack. Yeah, Bobby
Woo!
Womack is the dirtiest of dirtiest niggas ever, bro. Hey, before Pooh Shiesty, there was motherfucking
Bruh,
Bobby Shiesty, brother.
that nigga
Bobby
got a
Womack.
Mount Rushmore with four of his own heads on that motherfucker.
Yeah,
That
no, ain't nobody
nigga's
fucking
a
Bobby Womack.
cold player, boy. Shit.
Yeah,
And I
nobody
think you
fucking.
went to the funeral with her or something like,
You know what's crazy? Wearing
nah,
his suit. Not just went to the funeral. He went to the
bruh.
funeral wearing fucking I think it was Sam Cooke, right? I think it was Sam Cooke.
Yeah, I think it sound good. Yeah,
Yeah, wearing Sam Cooke's suit. And
yeah.
they what's the name just did a fucking thing. Ron Isley. So the Isley, shout out to Isley brothers, man. Isley
Yeah.
brothers, they don't get they time, but I guess they were doing a performance, and
Mhm.
motherfucker Ron Isley said, she was dealing with Bobby Womack.
Oh
Nigga,
yeah,
Bobby
I saw
Womack
that. Yeah.
left and right, nigga.
I
Listen,
saw that.
that nigga just, hey, Bobby Womack say, oh, that's your bitch. We gonna see.
No, that's our
Oh, you,
bitch.
yeah, that's our
Hey,
bitch.
the Y is silent. Oh
Exactly.
man.
Let me go, man. Prince of Tim in here. Prince of Tim, what's up with you, brother? What you got for us, man?
Hey, blessings, fantastic. Let me just say, you always have great live streams. I love your show, and I just want to say, I'm low key jealous of your generation. You guys had good R&B. People used to dance in the club. You guys used to actually have fun. They don't do that anymore today. So,
Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
man. Hey, we tried to show y'all the way, man. We can't. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
I will say we did shut down the house party because we started the fuck shit with the house parties. Like that was our generation where house parties pretty much niggas was acting. If you couldn't get in, it's probably time to go because he coming back.
Oh yeah. Oh hell no.
But
Yeah,
nah,
I see.
we
I won't fucking with that house party shit. Like 2000, bro. Fuck that.
the biggest thing that we had that the new generation ain't got is the slow dance, dog. Like that's the one that I'm
I
just like,
agree.
that's the most player shit that y'all missed out on. Every dance you went to, that last song, you get that one that you've been looking at all night. And man, if she let you grab the ass, nigga, it's go time.
That's it.
It's go time.
That's it.
If she
That like
move
I
the hands to the
said,
ass,
she ain't
it's
gotta
just
say,
time to
you
go.
gotta say nothing. Like you say, you ain't gotta say nothing. She know what time it is.
She know
She
exactly what
looking at
time
her
it
as soon as
is.
the fucking slow music start across the room, laser focus, eye contact.
Man,
You listen.
yeah. That's the one thing I'll be like, this generation, boy.
Yeah, they're
Ugh.
too socially awkward and on their phones. It's
It's
really
not even
not
necessarily that though, because before even the phone things, it phased out. It just like cause like my brothers is what, like I think that nigga like 35 or something like that. And even his generation, like the slow dance just evaporated. This was before like the social media shit got crazy and everything. It just phased out for some reason. I want to say even lightweight, like the clubs even used to lightweight do it. Like the last song in the club used to be like, you feel me? You go grab that, the one you've been popping at all night type shit.
Oh yeah, no. It was
Yeah,
like the last good 30, 45 minutes, depending on what club you was in. Nothing but slow
yeah,
music. Yeah, you get the DJ tried to help you out. Because
yeah.
usually if you was in there,
Exactly.
that was the last ditch effort. Because like I said, the
Yeah,
club closed at 2. Club closed at 2. So by
yeah,
1:30, 1:15, if you ain't got it already, bro, you gotta seal the deal. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give
yeah.
a pause. You know
The
what I'm saying?
roller skating rinks, remember they used to do that too? They used
Yeah.
to if you ain't a couple, get your lonely ass off the floor. This for the couples, and you go out there, you feel me? Like, yeah.
Yeah, man. But so what's y'all take on this the shift though that I don't think we understood it. We saw it, we didn't see it because we was at real time, right? The fucking no scrubs and Bills hitting the same year.
Well, I wasn't there. Obviously, as you can tell, I'm Gen Z.
You
But
probably weren't born, young fella. Like I said, if you weren't born, I ain't talking to you. Tommy dropped out. But this is what I say, man. For us to still, like I said, all the groups we named post 2000s and the individual dudes, Jaheim and Chris Brown and Trey Songz, all those things, so on and so forth. You still had a whole lot of, new artists coming in promoting, simping and loving the women and all this shit. And it's like they always say this shit as well, man, y'all doing them talking about fucking hoes and this. Like, nah, man, it was still balanced for quite some time. We only 15 years removed from, R&B for the most part, being over with. But like you said, from 99 forward, it was all this women empowerment, niggas ain't shit, niggas is broke, I can do bad all by myself type shit. Shout out to Valerie Smith for the 10. Appreciate you, love. Valerie Smith for the 10. Hello, Mr. Fantastic. Appreciate you, love. Valerie Smith. We tried to summon you to Hamp show last night when Drea wasn't on. I don't know who Drea is, but appreciate you for the 5. Who was Drea? I don't know who Drea was. Who's Drea? Who's Drea on the thing? What was I don't know what it was about. But so shout out to Hamp. That's why he hit me. I hit him back probably 10, 15 minutes later. What it is. Yeah, there's no more groups anymore. There's no more R&B groups. But go ahead, Tim.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was about to say one of the reasons why, because somebody I think in the comments asked, why aren't they begging anymore? Well, you don't really have to. You can pay for it now. And I'm not. This is my thing. I don't do that. But I'm just saying, you can just see it in societies, even the music. It's like, well, why should I have to do X, Y, and Z where I can just cash app? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. But
it is crazy.
But no, I mean, we're not that. Now it's about the.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're right, man. So like I said, you look at this thing now, and now it just got worse and worse, right? So of course, TLC and Destiny's Child, they were presentable. They were, they still had balance, and they were still classy ladies and shit. Now you got motherfucking Sexy Red and Suki Hana and Lotto and Glorilla. You know what I'm saying? We're at almost the final form of ratchetness.
Well, it's not even just that. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
Oh, you good? Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say you can't really tell the difference between R&B, female R&B singers and female rappers. They both dress almost identical and have almost the same choreography too. To your point.
Yeah. Yeah, man, definitely. And Lisa burned down Andre Rodden's house. She burned the house down. I think she actually turned out to be fucking I think she turned out to be bipolar or something, they said. Yeah, ain't no more fucking R&B, man, for the most part. All your R&B guys are rapper singers. So Brent Fayez, rapper singer, Chris Brown, rapper singer, Drake, rapper singer,
right?
YFN Lucci, rapper singer, Tory Lanez, rapper singer. So yeah, all of the singers now, man, you gotta rap. Is no more, and I think they got ushered in officially with the whole Bryson Tiller thing. So once Bryson Tiller did it with Trap Soul, which was a solid album. I'm gonna say it was unskippable, but that cemented it. I think that took everything right on the way.
I agree. I think when he dropped that, it just really changed and shifted music. I just find it so funny how a lot of people want to make fun of the South, but we did trap, and now everybody wants to hop on the trap movement and do that. And I just think Bryson Tiller just did it the right way, and people are trying to kind of mimic that sound, and it's not really sounding right. Like I'll give The Weeknd credit for doing it correctly, and a few other people, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, like I say, yeah, that like I said, the just men singing and just singing and that's it. That shit over with. Nobody trying to hear that shit at this point. Women singers, you get them here and there, but even their what's the Ari Lennox? What was she? What was her last song she just did? She put out some soft girl era or some shit. Some
Oh yeah.
it's mostly like internet topics and shit, or Jasmine Sullivan hotels, stuff like that. Even when the women do melody and harmonies and shit, it's more so of the bullshit than anything on some love songs. People staying together. Nobody's talking about getting married anymore. Those days are over with. There's no gonna be no more. There's no more love ballads. You feel me? There's no more of that shit.
You know, fantastic. I think the last great love ballad, quote unquote ballad, was LMA Boot Up, probably.
Yeah, LMA, and then she turned out she got shout out to Jason Tatum for go ahead and putting that baby in her. You know what I mean? Instantly, immediately.
Light skin squared.
Hey, he didn't waste no time. went across the water to get her. You say Coco Jones. I don't know who's Coco Jones. What's her Coco Jones thing?
She did the ICU song, and yeah, TFP. It was it went platinum, but like Boot Up was like everywhere. Like it was.
Oh yeah,
on,
Boot
like,
Up was
top.
everywhere.
Yeah, I got sick of that. I got sick of that song when they were playing it so much. I was like, God damn, it's ain't the best song on the album.
Yeah. So the best two I would say that you could give the best deal that had I would say reach and vocal talent would be SZA and Summer Walker. But even them, right? Some that you know what I mean, that shit is like niggas ain't shit.
That's not romance.
It's not at all. The only thing that saved you is the heart of a woman. Like nigga, nigga. The only reason I'm not slicing your tires and busting your windows out your car is because I love you, type shit. Like, what are we doing? And that's what's so sad, man. Summer Walker can fucking sing. She's really good. I like her, but hey, she was fucking the producer, and and she on her second baby daddy, might be 3. Was she with the Chicago nigga now? Who knows? You feel me? So yeah, man, all of the music is just even the energy behind the shit is crazy. It's insane.
And I fuck with SZA, but it's like you can't say that's like you can't compare that to like back in the day, 90s, early 2000s R&B. It's like there is no love music anymore. Nobody would have loved nobody. It's like we fucking know you paying me. Like that's all it is.
October London. Okay, I'll check him out, brother.
That's the nigga that sounds just like Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Like it sounds like
man
AI, but it's him.
What's the name of the song?
Can I call you Rose? Right?
Can I call you Rose? And there's another one another one's talking about are you coming back to my place or something like that. But that nigga sounds just like Marvin Gaye. Like it's like almost on some AI stuff.
Well, yeah, I that Can I Call You Rose song? Yeah, so yeah, okay. That's like I thought nigga, why you bullshit, Dub? Well, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was like some old shit because the melody and everything. So I thought it was just some old song that people had turned into a fucking modern sound. So yeah. But nah, man, listen. So SZA too. SZA, listen. So think about this, right? No matter how big that song is, what's the biggest song that she had off this last album? The SZA song, "Ladies Help Me Out."
I just killed my ass.
Yeah, Kill Bill or Snooze.
Snooze. There we go. Snooze. That's the one. Snooze. Right? Snooze. What was bigger than Snooze though?
On that same album or before?
But SZA's biggest song today. What you think?
All of the Stars, I think.
Yeah, All the Stars, right?
No, it was Broken Clocks, right?
Nope.
The Weeknd. That's it.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, it was that was
Weeknd. Weeknd is her biggest shit.
Bigger than All of the Stars,
bruh.
Well, I think that's her biggest solo song. But All the Stars.
Oh yeah, I was say All the Stars is kind of huge.
Well, no, they put it on the thing.
I can look it up.
So sales wise and whatever, Yeah,
I know
probably.
stream
I don't
wise, all the
Oh, okay,
stars
yeah,
is
yeah.
out there.
They on a couple of what they put it on the movie soundtrack, right?
Yeah, the Black
Yeah, it
Panther
was for the
soundtrack.
Black Panther.
Yeah, so yeah. But I'm saying before that, that
Yeah, but
fucking
no,
that
Weekend
weekend
kind of
shit,
made her a staple. I get what
yeah,
you're saying.
that weekend shit, you couldn't go nowhere without hearing that shit, bro.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Nowhere.
I don't
So
know.
just
That Luther shit might top that though. Don't you think?
that is that her? I thought that's with Kendrick though. That's
Yeah,
Kendrick
that's
shit, right?
Kendrick's song.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
feature.
but it's a feature. I'm just saying like a song that she's on.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, but still, like I knew who SZA was. I had heard of SZA before, but when that weekend shit hit,
Oh yeah,
everybody knew who she was.
I
And
didn't
that,
hear
I
it.
think that was like we know when people had just started doing the TikTok sounds and songs and shit or whatever before the shit really popped. You couldn't go nowhere without hearing that shit. That was like
Right.
one
And
of
that
the
was
first.
before the Black Panther song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but this all the stars. I'm not saying it's not bad, but that's Black Panther. It's Marvel, so yeah, that shit's gonna get some. But that shit was definitely wasn't it. Let's see who else.
So we putting to are we putting to rest the argument who killed romance? Can we say definitively the ladies killed romance?
Yes, that's what we doing today.
Thank you.
Women put the motherfucking tombstone on R&B music, bro.
Thank you.
Niggas was still trying to go and get along for another 10 years. Like I said, y'all name people I didn't even, bro. I had no idea that well, not Jaheim, but what was the one y'all named? Fuck, who was it that y'all told me? Avant. But I had no idea Avant had just started doing music post 2000s. I thought Avant started in like 90 something, at least like 98 or 99. Nah, Avant's first album was fucking 2001.
Okay, so
Yeah, Bonus though.
we just like chivalry, ladies kill chivalry and ladies kill R&B. It is
Kill
what it
R&B.
is.
That's what it is. Ladies kill R&B. Niggas was still doing love songs and shit. You know what I mean? Well into it. You had brand new motherfuckers coming out, man.
Yeah.
Specifically
And
for me, the Dream. I think a lot of people don't know the Dream's good as fuck. He has a great album. First two.
The dream is fire.
Yeah,
That,
in the studio, yeah.
that love versus money. They ain't got no skips on it, bro.
None.
I'm in love with you, baby, and I want you to know. Oh my God, Dream goes hard.
That was the first one. That first one. That was the first one. That was Love. What? Love.
I think it was Love Hate.
Love first. Yeah. First was Love Hate. The second was Love versus Money.
Yeah, and then Love King was like third or the fourth.
Yeah, that shit. What's that shit on Love versus Money? We said politician, your beautician.
Hey, listen, hey, sweat it out, sweat it out,
sweet it out, sweat it out, sweat it out. That's it.
That's all that shit. Like nigga, I'm
is my shit, nigga.
Hey, I almost had some almost babies to that fucking album too. Listen, goddamn it, definitely stretch some bitches out to that shit. You feel me? So that's what we saying, man. Y'all throw some shit in the chat, bro. Just think about it. Music Soul Child, that's another good one. Music came out. Yeah. Music was burning shit up. The Neo Soul movement. You feel me?
That first album, nigga.
Hell yeah, I just want to sing. Listen, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. Listen, niggas was trying.
Niggas, thank you.
Shit, y'all hate hoes. Y'all don't want. Hey,
niggas
still singing 10 years later, bitch.
Even 10
years after y'all said niggas wasn't shit.
Even Usher on Confessions, he tried.
But listen, like I said, one of the greatest R&B albums, got to be top 5 if not top 3. I'll say definitely.
Oh yeah,
Confessions, can't fuck with it,
right? I mean, and that's R&B albums. I would say all time. It's got to be
all time. Yeah. No matter the generation.
Even going back to Motown in the 70s, Al Green and all that. Confessions got to be on the Mount Rushmore, bro.
Yeah, Confessions definitely up there. So
to add to
go ahead.
And to add to your guys' point, Usher and Michael Jackson are the only black men who have a diamond album and diamond single. Confessions is 14 times platinum in America, and the single that went diamond, which was is 13 times platinknow. So and what's even crazier. Yeah, the album is.
About that.
God, I didn't know that. I didn't know it sold that much. I knew it went crazy, but I know it was 14 times. God damn.
Yeah, if you guys, and that's just in America, I'm not counting worldwide. Worldwide, Confessions did 20 million. And this is after like bootlegging and all that stuff. If you guys want to like know.
Hey, Prince of Tim, I'm glad you said that's in the age of CDs. That's in the age of niggas burning CDs, nigga.
That's in the line.
And I was there around there that time. But I was gonna say, if you guys want to like know how many copies your favorite artist sold in America, go to RIA. Recordingindustryamerika.com, and just type in like whatever song your artist, and it will like literally pop up how much they sold.
So they only go off the platinum status based on U.S. sales, not worldwide sales, right?
Yeah, because that's just America, not the other.
Because I didn't know Get Rich or Die Trying technically didn't go diamond in the U.S.
Well, it did. Well, the thing with that is, as an artist, you have to pay the RIAA to recount your sales. So, for instance, right, with oh my God, what's a good example? Okay, so Escape, right? So they just got some new plaques. That song, Softest Place on Earth, it just went gold. But the reason why it just went gold is because they just paid for recertification after streaming. Does it kind of make sense?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. They got to go back and like redo the numbers and all that.
Yeah, and you got to pay each time.
Like all the album sales, the physical like cassette would have been cassettes and CDs back then for Escape.
Yeah.
But I thought for sure Get Rich or Die Trying went diamond. I saw a thing that said the only
it is. 50 Cent said it is.
Well, but I'm saying technically they haven't certified it as diamond.
Right, yeah. But what 50 said was it was political. That's beyond me, but that's what he said. So
I don't say politically stop that. That shit was through the moon, nigga.
Well,
you couldn't do nothing with that.
Right. Well, that's because what was the guy's name? It was Jimmy something, but he was beefing with one of the CEOs of the
Jimmy.
Yeah, so that's that's the reasons why.
Sure,
I'm sorry if I'm over talking you guys. I love music. I apologize for talking.
No, you good, bro. You good. Shout out to my man, DC Slim in the building. What's up with you, brother? What you got for us?
Hey, man. Hey, shit about to get real. Okay, this is my favorite topic. Hey, I write music and I challenge any nigga to any 16 whenever they ready. But I'm about to speak for niggas that's my age and 10 years older. None of them people you name can fuck with nobody from the 90s. Now, when you say women simping, it was more niggas simping. Women ain't really have to simp, but like, just like I told you in the chat, a song like Superwoman, okay? I don't know if you ever read the lyrics to what she is saying in that joint. That changed the game. Whitney Houston, that joint, it's all right, but it's okay. All that kind of shit. All of that is when kind of like when the movement, the women's movement kind of like started. And you know, you had Queen Latifah in them, you had the R&B and the rap chicks on their shit. But now watch this. Niggas gonna get mad at me for this. Dog, we was out here wilding back then. So I understand what y'all saying. You know how people be like, you know, kid rap music different and girls worse. Nah, it's actually the same. Dog, the music back then, y'all ain't got no love, man. You know, like this nigga fantastic, man. You don't even come on here with no love. It's no love in none of y'all niggas. That's why y'all really can't make no good music for real. You know what I'm saying? So and you gotta realize, and I don't like what y'all did to my man Babyface, okay? That's fucked up. You gonna call him the simp of the year, but you gotta remember, a lot of
all time.
Yeah, that's
he
fucked up.
He a goat, but he got the simple award, man.
He a goat for the wrong reasons.
It's easy for you to call him a simp in 2025, but that music is some of the best music. Production, lyric. You gotta remember.
No, we gave him his credit. DC Slim, we gave him his credit, bro. We're not saying.
But why you gotta be a simp though?
Because that's what he is.
That's what he is.
Damn,
brother. He was a producer. Listen, so DC Slim, let's walk this down. DC Slim, he produced and performed some of the biggest simp songs of all time. Arguably, we as soon as I get home from work, that was like, brother, that's top 3 all time. Simping songs. It's all in fun.
Can we get a definition of, because what is a simp?
I buy your clothes.
But
I'll pay your rent, cook your dinner as soon as I get home from work. What is she doing?
What is
she doing?
I'll give you a clear definition of simp.
8-hour shift. He done.
But listen.
He wanted a clear definition.
Hold on, let me write it down. So DC Slim, back in the 80s, niggas had factory jobs. Okay. Yeah, factory jobs. Nigga done worked in the whole fucking GM or Ford plant. 8 hours, 10 hours a day offering overtime.
12 hours. Shit.
Hey,
12.
do y'all realize he's talking to his wife? So this is what I'm saying about y'all today. It's easy to go on this internet created joint, right? And see something that you didn't live or didn't experience and make a judgment of it. You sitting here calling this nigga a simp. Now, this going to what you talk about relationships. That's bad for business. You almost telling niggas like ain't gonna be no love no more. Like that's crazy that y'all sitting here knocking music that showed people actually fucking with each other, but y'all more embrace this bullshit that's out here right now.
But we never got a clear definition of simp. So before you say that, and it's a contrary thing to say, but you technically can simp for your wife.
Definitely can.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
you can also simp for the chick that you trying to smash. Now,
Absolutely.
And that's what
Absolutely.
Babyface
Yes.
was doing.
That's
As
that's
soon as
not
they
Both
get
both
home.
things right at the same time.
Here's a clear definition of simp. A simp is a man that is going above and beyond for a woman that is not reciprocating for him.
I
That
agree.
sound like
I
the end of
second
the
that.
road. That
That's a
sound like the
simp.
song "The End of the Road." Boys
And
to
he
Men.
wrote that.
That's not
That's a
He wrote
simp.
that.
He wrote that too.
See, listen. Fantastic. Hey, look, man. Look, this is y'all. What y'all can't. You cannot always pass judgment on a man if he don't feel like playing the field no more. All right. Now, I really want. I'm telling you, fantastic. The day that you get married or whatever, my nigga, I'm gonna need you to put it on YouTube and show the world because the way you talking, man, you gonna be single. You ain't y'all not y'all. I'm confused right now, man. Y'all just ain't got no hope, and I'm lost, man.
No,
Y'all done
well,
knocked
Hold
all
on.
of the good
Wait.
shit.
One second.
I'm married. I've been married for almost a decade now. But
Hold on.
a simp is a simp.
And can I say something? Hold on. DC. Fantastic ain't never not once said that he not dealing with women no more. He never
No,
said
you ain't
that.
gotta. You don't have to say you're not dealing with women,
He
but if
just
you're
said that the
always
contract
down
of
in women,
marriage, the
but
legal
what?
contract of marriage is one-sided. That's what he fucks with. He's like, yo, I'm not fucking with it because the shit's lopsided. It's too lopsided. He never
So
said he's
look,
not dealing with women anymore.
as a man, let me ask you this question, and we supposed to be men here.
Okay.
As a man, is that what Baby Space is supposed to be doing? Everything he said in that song?
No.
Yeah,
It depends.
hell no.
Wait. It depends.
Absolutely not.
It's a fantasy.
I'll clarify. It depends on what he is getting in return.
I'm saying
Exactly. I'm still saying
if
no.
it's his
What is
wife.
that?
We're using
No.
it in the context of
Wait,
his wife.
wait, let me ask you a question, brother. Fuck no.
Yes. No. And not at
No,
all.
wait. Listen. I'm doing all the shit. What is her job?
Thank
You ain't hear
you.
her song. You didn't hear her verse though. She
Exactly.
don't have a
No,
verse.
her verse came out with.
He sung for both of them. She ain't doing shit being there.
That's the
She doing
point.
all day watching Oprah and the stories, Young and the Restless, and goddamn, what's the
DC,
other?
hold on. DC,
Young and the Restless and Days of Our Lives. That's all she done did all day.
DC, let's
He
put
done
this in
worked
a.
the whole shift. He done came home. He paying the rent. He buying clothes. He supposed to do that shit, but he cooking dinner too. Oh hell
Right.
I mean, who did he
So
say?
no,
Did he
hold on. Let
say?
me
Did he say
jump in
that
there.
he
Let
cook
me jump in
every
there.
day? Did he say that he cook
no!
all the
If I,
time?
He needs to be
if
cooking,
I,
period.
Let
thank
me
you.
jump in there.
If I'm
Let me
working
jump in
12
there.
hours a day and
Hold on, Yorkie,
and
give me your
paying
brother.
and paying for everything, I'm not cooking a goddamn
I'm
thing.
not
For
cooking.
real.
As a
Me
matter of fact, you
either.
better be a chef. Listen,
Oh
baby,
my
you better
God,
be
y'all
able to
niggas
fuck
crazy.
with Julia Child.
Y'all new
DC,
niggas
can
ain't
I give
never gonna get no love.
DC?
So
Can I
hold
give
on.
you
So hold on.
a
So wait.
lyric?
Hold on. So because niggas is identifying that these black women or whatever, black women, we dealing with black women, are not reciprocating the energy, right? It's saying that we don't want no love.
No, I see. Listen, I never said they're not reciprocating the energy. What you're doing is you're not using. This is just a song. He is
Yeah, DC
speaking from
Slim,
his.
we there. But so DC
Yo, so
Slim, and
hold
then
on,
we will get.
but we understand that music
Oh,
influences people, right?
yeah, hold
Absolutely.
on,
But
hold on, real quick. Let me say this
All
real
right.
quick.
So if
So hold on, real quick. So DC said we agreeing. We kind of joking back and forth, brother, but at the same time we just taking the the essence of the song and what they're saying, right? So what we're saying is a big part of this as to why the shit you saying, DC Slim, bro. I'm an '80s baby, fam. I listen. You hear me talk about a lot of this, but I'm missed to get to the bottom of that pussy, brother. You know what I'm saying. Listen, if I'm fucking with a woman, brother, she is gonna be know that she, you know what I'm saying, love and affection type shit. You feel me? At least on the physical aspect. All the rest of that shit she can get to, but I'm treating women like women if she dealing with me. You feel me? So what I'm saying is we grew up on this shit. And I started off and shout out to Prince Tim for bringing it up, or you bring it up, right? And then him giving the context. That's the song that even calls all of this. End of the road. Yo, DC Slim, when the dark, deep voice nigga start talking, he said, baby, I know you was tipping out with some other man. I knew. I just didn't care. DC Slim, that's diabolical.
That's
So hold
crazy.
on. And let me ask you this.
That's crazy.
You gotta
Yeah.
acknowledge that right there.
So
That's a
I got
crazy bar.
this
So
what
no,
y'all
hold
don't
on,
want to talk.
hold
Oh,
on.
go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Watch this, right? We talk about how black men in hip hop talk about gang and banging and all that other street nigga shit, right? And how that's influenced a lot of black men to do that dumb shit, correct? And then we complain about how these geriatric gangbangers keep getting interviews on Vlad TV and shit, right? And how that's influencing the culture, correct? So we have to acknowledge that at the same breath, we like to hold black men accountable to our influence. We gotta hold accountable the women's influence to it. And while a lot of this simp culture is being created, like with the Cosby shows, right? Bill Cosby was a whole happy life nigga. And it probably influenced a lot of black men to get into situations with women just like that. That it's not about not having love, it's about acknowledging what influenced us to get here today.
That's not
And
what
you
got
already
us here today. Well, what got us
can
here
I add?
today actually started in the 60s. And what you're seeing is more technology. It is just more available. In the 70s, bro, the women's movement was strong as a motherfucker. It was feminism everywhere. But
Yeah, and guess what?
today,
Watch this. Didn't have the technology. You hit it on the head, right? The
the
feminist
effect
movement in the
is
60s.
based on
They
the
didn't have
technology.
Instagram, they didn't have social media, but they were strong as fuck though, right?
Well, hold on. The reason why they were so strong is because it was not easy access. So, in other words, today you got Instagram. Look, this is why I say y'all ain't got no love. It's no worth. So today, if I want a chick, I don't have to do anything. All I gotta do is send her a picture. She's going to send it back. It's no work. You see what
So
I mean?
hold on.
Back then,
That is
hold on,
work
hold up.
though.
Back
But
then, okay,
it is work
women.
because guess what? I gotta still call the bitch out to go meet somewhere.
Listen,
That's work.
you're
I gotta
not
get the
understanding what I'm
condoms, but
saying.
that's still work.
No,
Hold on,
no, listen.
explain it, DC Slim. I know where you're going. Go ahead.
What I'm
Get
trying to say to you is history repeats itself. Okay, it never changes. This is what y'all was talking about yesterday on Hamp Show. The technology changes, but the way people act don't never change. Women were always been this way, and men been sipping. Okay, now the new thing is it is easier access. You can see it quicker. All of that kind of stuff. And guess what? The number one thing, you can pass judgment on somebody much easier today because everybody business is on YouTube, Instagram. So now that it's 2025, you done sat here and listened to Babyface, which came out, I want to say like 1992, 93. You're not even looking at what was going on. Guess what? Back then, the scale of bad, fucked up music was way more, okay, than Babyface. It was a bunch of niggas going hard out this jump. I don't think y'all remember like the rap and what was going on back then. It
Yeah,
wasn't just
but do you know why though that
what you
happened?
mean.
Because before that, you had the boomers singing a bunch of simp music.
Why everything gotta listen, bro? Let me ask you a question. Are you married?
No.
Okay, do you have a girlfriend?
Yes, a couple.
Okay, if you a couple. So now I see why you're using the word simp. Okay, so listen. Now we in a culture where if a man, I don't know if you niggas realize this, but a part of your masculinity is being a faithful, honest man. It ain't got nothing to do with you
Nah,
running
nah,
the table, dog.
nah. I disagree.
Listen.
I
Watch this.
disagree.
Watch this.
This is
What?
not
Just
even in the
because you
his a man's
hold on,
biology.
Wait.
We'll retort after you get finished. Let it get started. And we'll
listen.
go after. Go ahead.
Just because you're a man, okay? I understand we can get all the pussy we want. But when you have a lady a woman, a partner, right? Babyface's song is what you say to her. Don't think I'm sitting here just talking about any random ass broad, okay? I am saying a woman that you love. See, that's the fucked up thing here. You niggas ain't even looking for no love. That's what I say.
You see, those boomers are pushing black.
Hold on, wait. Hold on. No,
But
wait. Hold on.
DC, isn't that a two-way street though?
Yeah,
Like,
no, Doug Will, nah. DC Slim, brother, you can't finesse me. Brother, you can't finesse me, brother.
I'm saying everybody on the panel is not looking for love.
Hold on.
No, because I just said that I've been married for almost a decade.
Well, not even
So
that.
if you've been married, then you can't say what they saying.
Wait, hold on. DC Slim. What? How did the song start out? What kind of man?
Yeah. What kind of man will leave you standing in the cold?
Wait.
Okay.
Yeah. What kind of man? What now?
He said, what kind of man will leave you standing in the cold? That's the first thing. Meaning he ain't gonna leave you hanging.
So what we trying to prove to you, brother? This ain't his wife. He trying to get her. This nigga dirty man.
Okay, listen.
He dirty man.
If he's dirty man,
hold on,
but we said that earlier though. I told you he might be dirty man.
Hold on. I'll let you go. Let me go now. Let me get my shit. Because now you insulting my intelligence, brother. Listen, first off, I'm a human jukebox. Okay. Secondly, that wasn't his woman. It's a woman he's trying to get to be his woman. So this is all this he's offering a bitch that he don't even got yet. That is ultimate simping, brother.
That's textbook simping.
Simping 101.
Simping
101.
No,
how about we just call it? How about we call it a resume? How about here in the interview, right?
Oh my God!
So wait a minute. Y'all not being
resume, brother.
Listen to what I'm saying, bro. This is why I'm telling y'all ain't got no game because you needed to do all of that shit to get some coochie back there. You couldn't just show
why
would I?
Ask you a question. How the Max and the players was getting boxed without having to do that shit?
The players was getting boxed because they had bread, but guess what? Hold up.
But that wasn't simple.
Now remember the word you used. A player and a pimp ain't the same. A player can talk the draws off, Slim.
That's true.
No, they don't
right
use
on
the
that.
same method.
I'm playing
They
the pimp
don't
too.
use the same method. Okay, what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh my God!
Listen, I'm saying to y'all, look, bro, the problem with today, it's the conversation y'all had yesterday, Hank. Until men, and I don't give a fuck if y'all niggas get mad at me or not, until men come to the realization that some of that goofy shit that we doing, right, is the reason why the love ain't never gonna come back. You understand what I'm saying?
This is the problem though. It's like with us, it's like two extremes. We gotta simp and kiss ass to get love, or we gotta be a stream player Mac to get it.
That's not true.
But wait a minute.
That's the line of chicks that you looking for. Y'all niggas ain't never been outside looking at women.
DC Slim, you're married though. You're married.
No, listen, I'm married, but I'm still in the field, Slim. What I'm trying to tell you is when
so then
you go outside.
Thinking me about having multiple girlfriends earlier.
No, I don't. Let me tell you something. You know what me and my wife say? My wife loves the fact that I still look at what I look like, forgetting that I got it. She might cheat on me. I ain't cool no more. But I ain't talking to bro.
Earlier you said it's in a man to be faithful to one woman, didn't you not?
Yes, I am being faithful, but I can still flirt. See, flirting is natural. Flirting is that's your own shit. So listen. It's context and nuances to everything. When I say
can I ask you a question when you're done?
Hold on, let me say this. This nigga here.
That nigga there.
when you walk in the store, me with a wife, and most of this shit happen with my wife, because sometimes niggas don't realize she make me look good and I make her look good. See, that's what I'm trying to say to you. You don't just jump out. I don't just talk to broads, but I still walk around fresher than a motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? That's the point I'm making.
What generation?
So can I ask you? Can I ask you a question, DC? Do you allow your wife to flirt with other men, and are you okay with that?
You goddamn right. If she don't walk out this motherfucker looking just as good as me, we got a problem. But guess
what generation?
Guess where the line is drawn, though? Guess where the line is drawn? everybody knows when they see us not to walk up to us because they know we.
But that shit there, no can do, guys. All right, bitch, you going too far. No can do.
No
Hey,
can
look,
do.
listen, what I'm saying to y'all, bro, y'all got the wrong mind state right now. All right, you're being taught to hate women and go against everything. Listen, I'm
Wait,
listening to y'all. It sounds like y'all don't get no girls. How do
wait,
you
but hold
get a
on.
chick?
But DC, hold
Yeah,
on, because
but
I've heard this on different panels, and I know I've definitely heard it on Fantastic's panel. Are we saying these things, or are we responding to
No,
what's
there you
actually
go.
out there now?
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Niggas is talking about being men and ain't being men. You
Okay, so what
But
complaining
this
about
is the
like
being a
question, though.
women.
man?
You didn't answer
This
the
is what
question.
women do.
Are we responding, or are we just saying these things? Are we responding?
You're just saying these things because you want to know the secret to all of
Wow.
this. The
Wow.
woman follows you, champ. You don't follow her. Okay. Everything that you
You
do in
just
this.
Yo.
Listen, watch this.
DG, you
Listen.
just contradicted yourself, bro.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't.
Yep.
No, I didn't.
You've
I'll
been
explain it
doing
to you as
that
soon
the
as you're
whole
done.
whole
Wait.
time.
Let me get
Listen.
done. As soon as you get done, you contradict yourself. Go ahead and finish.
You sure
When
are.
I say
I
the
want to ask him
woman
a question.
follows, when the woman follows you, meaning you are a man, you are the leader. Okay. So if you're out here being just gangsta ass rappers and doing all this and you dropping your value, they respond to that. All right. You select your mate. If you got the money, you get to pick. She don't get to pick. So you the leader. So if the pickings is fucked up, right? For men, right? What do you expect them to do? Okay. Because it didn't used to be like this. See, if men presented themselves, and niggas don't want to hear it, like men instead of pimps, gangsters, all this other bullshit, you might get a woman
Slim.
to bow. Because guess what? If she like you, dog, I don't give a fuck how much money
But
she got.
DC Slim.
Oh,
She'll
you
fuck
definitely
with you.
contradicted yourself now.
Slim,
Yeah,
because
you definitely contradicted
wait, Slim,
yourself.
because
We get back to
you.
it. Let me get through the super
Okay.
chats real quick.
All right.
Shout out to my man supporting the man again. Greatly appreciate you, brother, for the 2. Appreciate you. Yeah, Miss Fantastic already been married. LMFAO. Yeah, man. I did my sipping sentence, brother. That's how I already know the game. Shout out to Sir Tice for the 5. All that says then is how influenced by propaganda, sadly, black men are then. That wasn't a great point by any stretch. And shout out to my man Sir Tice again for the 2. Appreciate you. He said, "Game niggas, how typical." All right, Dub, it's on you.
So earlier when we were talking about the song, right? You said he was giving his resume to the woman, right? Now you saying the men are the leaders. It ain't me a leader that gives his resume out to someone trying to follow him. If he's the leader, shouldn't the woman be trying to choose up on him because he is that nigga?
Mm-hmm.
It don't work like that in history. It has never been like that.
Man,
If you
get
go
the fuck
anywhere
out of
you
here.
go, the
So when you go
man
to the military,
pursues the
do they
woman.
give you a resume, or do you give them a resume?
Right.
Listen, bro. The man pursues the woman. Okay? Women, that's just how it is. I don't know why y'all trying to sit here and act like this is brand new. What y'all doing is propaganda. You feel me? Listen, you know different from a female feminist. Because listen, watch me ask y'all this question. How the hell do you get women?
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you
What
mean?
you
How
mean
you
what I
get
mean?
women?
There's
Do you
many
do
ways
what
to do that.
do you got any? When you see a chick, when you walk in Walmart and she bad as a motherfucker, right? When you walk up to her, what are you saying to her to get her?
You get her attention
Hey,
in this case by case basis,
Yeah.
man.
Right.
Yeah, it's
And
different
and
for
DC,
every.
there
It's
are some
different for every
situations.
woman.
There are some situations where the woman would approach the dude. You realize that, right?
or
But you
And
some
got
can
you
I
got
guys
to
add to that?
you got to be a 10 for that to happen.
No, the hell you
Hold
don't.
on,
you
No,
don't?
DC
What are
Slim.
you
Slim.
saying?
Ask a question.
DC Slim. You know who are the biggest flirters of like women?
Who?
Older ladies, right?
That's
Ladies, I
I was
say
just about to say that.
Yeah, 50 or older,
but they
right?
more mature though. They more mature.
Yeah, but DC Sons, so check it out. Listen to me. You say you don't have to be a 10. You don't gotta be a 10. I'm far from a 10. I don't claim I'll never be a 10 in my life, never been, right? But what I'm telling you is like when the older women, because they have less shame or whatever, they live life and it just is what it is. They flirt the most. Now old women flirt like a motherfucker. So
And can I
come here, baby. Can you reach that for me? Listen, I'm minding my business. Sure, no problem. Boy, you lucky I didn't. Now, Miss Perline, go on now. Go on, Miss Perline. You ain't too old to get your motherfucking hips goddamn cracked up now. Leave me alone now. The women that flirt the most, you ain't got to be a 10. You tall, you something. If it's something that the women like about you, if you in, you can be in, this doesn't happen to, what's the place called? Motherfucking like AutoZone. Can you help me with this? What's this? What's this? You can be in Home Depot. What's this? What's this? For the most part, man, you can tell the woman's flirting. If a woman seeks you out versus an associate or some shit to do some shit, bro, and then she got a little, some nice little friendly banter to go back and forth with it. That's her saying that she's interested, at least from an attractiveness standpoint. That don't mean you don't fuck.
All she doing is flirting. Fantastic.
Yeah,
She's not gonna be the one that's gonna say, "Give me your phone number, nigga," and we're gonna say that again.
Do you flirt with ugly women?
I flirt with all women.
You got a problem, brother.
See, listen to what I'm saying. Now watch this.
Oh man.
That's why I say y'all niggas in 2025.
Ugly hoes get away from me. All the ugly
See
hoes.
what I mean?
Listen.
So hold
No.
on. So just
Wait,
because the chick
hold on.
is ugly, right? You telling me you can't just be nice to her and be like,
No,
hey,
because
man,
that's simping. That's simping.
That's simping?
That's
Oh
simping.
my God.
She don't deserve it. You are giving her attention that she don't deserve. That's simping.
Listen,
Kevin Samuels has fucked y'all niggas' lives up, dog.
I've had plenty of unattractive women flirt with me. I just don't flirt back. You feel me? I don't flirt back. That's why I asked, do you flirt with them? Yeah, it's one-sided. It's a one-sided flirt. It's just like, oh, my bad. I'm in your way. I make it.
So can flirting be just making the cashier laugh and saying something slick? And soon as you walk out the store, you know she ugly though, right? Hold on.
I'm not doing that.
Even though she ugly. Now this a player right here. You ready for this? Even though she ugly, when I turn my back, this ugly motherfucker is having dreams about me. Nigga, that's player. That's not. Listen, see, you basing everything on a look. Just because a female look a certain way, right? You ain't being no man. You being selective and tricky. That's some scam shit.
Wait. So are you saying you can't be a man and be selective?
Now, if you was a real player, because we're not gonna use pimp, because y'all saying y'all some players. If you was a real player, you make all women feel comfortable.
No,
see what I mean? It ain't about getting their underwear all the time.
Any female's gonna like that one dude.
Because now you selling a dream. So DC said what you would be selling her a dream. You playing with her emotions. You playing with her feelings.
That's propaganda. That's a propaganda for your ass.
Why can't I just be being nice? Why can't I be
you can
nice?
be nice.
But you can be nice. We agree. Listen, I am never just rude to any person, a woman, whether she's attractive or unattractive. I'm cordial and I'm kind and professional to all people. But if a woman is unattractive, I am not going to return her advances at all.
You're not going the extra mile.
I didn't say
I'm not going the extra mile.
Mr. Fantastic.
I never said advances. All I said is she the cashier.
Well, flirting.
She might look like a monsoon, but guess what?
Yeah, but then
I just made her ugly ass smile.
But why give her a false hope though?
That's not no false hope.
That's actually really mean.
That is what. Hold on. That is what the women in these spaces be complaining about.
Dude, no, listen. Do you know what a gentleman is? You niggas ain't gentlemen. That's what I mean. A gentleman is just no. I know niggas that kill 37 motherfuckers. That's gentlemen. That's respectable. You don't see. That's why I say the way y'all trying to make this
respectable killers. Respectable killers.
Oh my God, y'all crazy, man. Listen, I just use that to make a point.
Niggas got more bodies. Niggas got more bodies than Ted.
Be respectable.
The nigga got more bodies than Ted Bundy, but he respectable.
Okay, well, watch this. Since y'all want to play that game, right? Watch this. Every killer that you know, right? Since you want to go down this road, them niggas don't act like what y'all saying. And them niggas been fucking your girl for the last 5 years. You know why? Because they gentlemen. They more low key. They ain't running around this motherfucker all loud
That's
talking
not true.
crazy shit.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
you think it ain't true? You think it's not true because you listen. You are on your pedestal. You think. Hold up. Now let me land. You think you're being a man, but you're really being an adult boy. All right. You niggas is a little bit too old to be on here talking about a nigga's a simp. And some of you niggas is married. You know, I wish if your wife hear you right, she can almost cheat on you now.
But DC, listen what you're saying. DC,
I'm
listen
so
what you're saying.
confused.
You're calling us boys because we don't flirt with ugly women. So we're boys because of that?
Yeah, that's
Not
some
only that,
bullshit.
Wood, he lets his wife flirt with other men too.
Hold on.
Yeah, make sure when you use my words, use them right.
Slim. All right. So first of all, you said that most niggas in rap were rapping about being gangsters and what you said earlier, gangsters and pimp and players. That's what you were saying, right?
Yeah, that's what I said.
All right. Most brothers in the culture, from the older millennials to the younger millennials, in real life, was not approaching women on some gangster player shit. They was approaching them as some gentlemen, like you said.
No, they didn't. They look like them, though. They look like them. They look like them. No. Listen, it's the same way y'all niggas, most niggas today can't get no pussy unless they look like a rapper.
The black women of the culture called the gentleman niggas lames and squares.
Yo,
what if Mr. Fantastic said,
when I say
I want to add to your point so bad, Dirty.
It's not for me, right, Mr. Fantastic?
Bro, stop trying to change the word. I wish you had a dictionary in front of you and look up the word gentleman. Gentleman don't mean simp, sucker, punk,
but
or none of that
shit. Called them niggas. We know
okay,
what
watch
it
this.
is, but that's what them niggas was labeled as.
I already
what
gave you the
y'all
definition
doing,
of a simp. I already gave you the
you
definition
niggas
of a simp.
is taking a small portion of history.
Right? Did you say that a lot of the chicks they would normally date the dogs of the street niggas, right? And you said to yourself, well, them chicks is just not for me. Correct? Mr.
Why you think chicks don't fuck with no niggas no more? What's the reason why relationships fucked up today?
Because of them.
You really want to ask that question?
Because of them. Okay, listen, we're men. Watch this. You a man? Don't mention women no more. Okay? What's our problem?
Nigga, they in our house. What the fuck you mean?
You did it again. You did it again. See, now once again, this is men having conversation about men. You can't speak on women. You don't have a fucking vagina. Okay? When you go into these rants like this, it turns feminine. It's like some feminine shit.
Like
you're literally saying,
but no, talk about the sergeant or the private. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna ask you again.
DC, we're speaking on how we're treated. So how can you say that we can't speak on how we're treated?
The reason you're treated this way is the majority of us ain't worth shit, ain't reliable.
No, nigga, you
niggas is,
ain't worth
I can go down the line, dog.
Whoa, wow.
I'm trying to tell you, dog. Listen. The average girl listen to heavy rap music, right? Watch this. I'm gonna show you why they like the way they are. The average girl, what she sees is showboating. She don't see stability. Okay, she see flamboyant, nigga fly. That's all niggas think about, right?
Talking about
the average chick ain't stable. What are you saying?
So DC Slim, that's what I'm saying. So DC Slim, if we were talking about people a little younger, probably like prime Prince of Tim's age or some shit, possibly under 30, maybe. Prince of Tim, how old are you?
Yeah, I'm Gen Z. I'm born in 2000s, early 2000s.
Yeah, so we talking Gen Z, yeah, bro. For the most part, bro, unless you out here like Floyd Mayweather or some shit, for the most part, most niggas is not flashy like that. Most niggas is not out here.
Most niggas is regular dude. Most
flashy,
regular dude.
Flashy.
So DC, when you go outside, you telling me you see a bunch of niggas with gold chains and diamonds and peacocking. Most niggas walk outside with a t-shirt and jeans on. What are you saying?
Hold up. When you say most niggas, right?
Yes,
those are the niggas that you are walking around. Okay. Now the chicks that you see on Instagram, the ones that you want, They don't talk to them kind of niggas, and you know that's the motherfucking truth. See, you keep trying to
So you contradicting yourself
grouping.
again.
No, I'm not. Dog, stop
Earlier you
trying
said
to.
that it was mainly gangster and player pimp niggas. Now you
See, you
saying
ain't
that
listening.
Instagram chicks not talking to the regular.
You steady trying to prove me wrong.
Excuse
Steady
me.
trying to prove me wrong instead of understanding what I'm trying to tell you, man. All
But
right,
these same chicks you just said that on Instagram are for everybody. So
they're
come
not for
on.
everybody. They not for you, nigga. You ain't got enough
Come
money.
on,
You
it's
can
for
only get
everybody.
certain ones,
If
bro.
you
You
can-
can only get the low class ones. Stop
No, but
trying to
DC
fake
Slim,
like
to
you
your
can
So
get
point,
you
everything
saying
that
the
you
high
want.
class chicks is advertising themselves on Instagram? The high
Right.
class chicks?
Hold on, Wood.
Those are the low
Slim,
class
right?
ones, DC.
DC Slim, maybe those chicks on Instagram were like Brothers Month, they were more gentlemen like her, according to you.
Okay, look, let's do this. Let's make this conversation easier. Let's make this conversation easier. I'm not speaking of Instagram bitches is Instagram bitches. Women in the street, okay? Let's just talk about them. Are you niggas telling me that when you walk outside, the 15 women that you see in the first hour, you gonna say all 15 might be just like not worth shit, even though you don't say nothing to them? Just
Well,
say
okay,
yes or
first
no.
of all,
If
you
you go to
don't know.
Walmart,
Wait, but you don't know until you start talking to them. You don't know.
Okay, now hold up. Now listen. When you start talking to somebody and you want somebody to believe in you and believe in them, right? You as a man, okay, what you can't try to do if you want this woman to cooperate is try to either make her your servant or you be her fucking daddy. Because right now it sounds like you niggas want servants. You don't want wives. You see what I'm saying? You don't
That's
want
what God
partners.
designed them to be. It says it in your
Nah,
Bible.
nah, I don't read no Bible. How
Hold
about
up,
that?
but
And
wait a minute,
if you
but
now
wait a
watch
minute.
this. Hold
DC,
up.
but
Before you say that, and
DC.
since you want to quote the
I
Bible,
don't want to serve it. I don't want to serve it. I want both of us to be service to each other. But it's one
okay, but
sided.
exactly.
No,
she
but
can't
hold
be
on,
a
but Wood.
service to you
But
if you
she's
don't
supposed
come
to be
down
your
off
help,
your
though,
motherfucking
your
pedestal.
helpmate.
No, you're
But listen, what I
bro.
just said. I said I want
Both of
both of us
y'all
to
gotta
be
come
service to
down
each
off
other. So when I
of
approach a chick, it's to say, okay, this is who I am. This is what I offer. You know, how about you?
okay, and when she
And
do that,
also, Wood,
it's
Wood to your
she
Reciprocity.
point,
come down and you
Reciprocity.
come down. So you
and to,
talking like you don't have to do anything different. So you telling me you just go into this shit and be the same nigga you is right now?
What you
Fuck
mean?
no, she gonna
What you
cheat
mean?
on you.
well, actually,
If
we
you
should be
if
better.
you
If it's a good woman, she'll make us better. We'll become better. To add to
wait a
Wood's
minute,
point.
she gonna make you better? Wait a minute, you a goddamn man. You are
Well,
waiting on this woman to make you better. Hold up, you just try
well,
to make it look like you said God
So
say
then
you the
what?
greatest. The
Okay,
nigga
then
You
gave you a
just you
brain.
just
you
you just
just said
contradict yourself
DC Slim
again.
earlier. You just said that you said she's not a slave or a servant, right?
Yes.
So if she's not to help the man get better, and she's not to be a slave or a servant, then what is her purpose here?
What's the
Right.
point?
thank
What
you,
is she here
Yardy.
for?
Thank you.
In her helping you get better, you know the trick to this? You got to come down 3 notches.
So I gotta
That's getting
load up
better.
How?
myself.
Yeah, I gotta
The
lower
fuck?
myself
No,
just
that's
to be
not how
picked
it
back
works.
up.
Wait.
Bro,
So
No.
I got wait. Whoa. Let's just step by step this, right? So in order for a woman to help me get better, I have to first get worse.
no, I did not say that. I
You just
said,
You
said
said we gotta come down
no,
three
I
you got to
didn't.
notches.
come down 3
I
notches. That's
said,
getting worse,
what,
right?
what? That's not getting worse. That means
Then
coming
what
off
is
your
it?
mother. That means coming off your motherfucking high horse because you want her to come off hers.
Why
It's just
she
supposed to
can't
be
step up
equal.
to me?
No,
Why I
no,
gotta
no.
step down
But
to
guess
First of
her?
all,
what? If
nobody
you
said they
want
gotta
her
come
to
off their high horse. Nobody
listen, bro.
always saying is need to match my energy. So if I'm on my high horse, yes, I
Right.
want a woman that's on her high horse. We can be on high
Okay.
horses together.
The
Okay.
word
And
Guess
to
the
add
what?
to
So
word
your
of
match
the
point,
my
day.
energy.
The word of the day is reciprocity, D Slim.
Yes.
Listen,
exactly. And
I'm
to,
not
and to
disagreeing with
add to
reciprocity, but it is context and nuances to everything. Stop trying to sit here and make it look like you could just get a woman and be you. No, it's called compromise.
What?
That's what makes two. Man,
no,
you niggas.
no.
What the fuck?
DC
Hey,
Slim has
listen.
to be a
DC, you don't
As
have to do that.
That's
You
boomer
don't
so
talk.
have
wait a minute.
to.
That's boomer
She got
talk.
to compromise, right?
That's
But
boomer
you
talk.
don't compromise. Is that what you saying? I want
No,
to make
well,
sure I got this
no.
right.
Well, hold
Compromise
on.
myself as a man?
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
you said
say I didn't say deny yourself as a man. I'm saying when you meet this woman, you are a player. You've been playing the field, you fuck around, and you got a certain
Can,
attitude and bravado about yourself, right?
let's back up a
When you
second.
meet, hold up. When you meet her, right? And y'all been talking for a few months, you don't sit at home and be like, you know what, man, I probably should go ahead and chill because I fuck with Shorty. You know what I'm saying? You don't do no shit like that.
Wait. I disagree with your premise. The average nigga is not a player.
I didn't say.
I was about to say the same thing. I'm not a player,
Listen,
so
well, you know what I mean by player. If you got girls, if you got chicks, all right, most niggas only hitting about 2 or 3 chicks if you ain't got no money. Don't lie on your stiff, okay? If you lie on your stiff, you got problems, all right? Most niggas only hitting about 3 chicks. So out of the 3, you just meet the 4th. You really like her. Are you telling me that you don't sit at home and be like, man, I think this it right here. I'm gonna have to chill. I'm not you nigga, you stop playing that club. You answer that text all the time, all of that shit. You don't think that's you coming down off your high horse and compromising and changing your shit to have a happy, decent, respectful relationship?
well, not all of us are like that.
I don't
want nothing there.
I don't think that's coming off your high horse. I just think that you just switching up what you want.
Yeah,
exactly.
I
That's
agree.
to
I
your
don't think it's
point.
off the high
That's
horse
what I
because
meant.
I am still who I am, but I'm changing up my, you know what I'm saying, my behavior.
Analogy to
Right.
counteract DC Slim.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. That's a bad choice of words. I agree. I probably should have said, but that's why I say compromise. Come down 3 notches. Because if I'm still up 3 notches, then I'm moving them. I'm doing me.
DC Slim, what happened to America's military when it started to compromise their standards to accommodate women? What happened to it?
Wait a minute. See, here we go with the. Now, see, here we go with the super overcompensation of male chauvinistic shit you about to do. We're not talking about the fucking military, bro. We're talking about relationships.
No, but he's dealing with compromise. He's talking about compromising. When you compromise, certain things happen.
Okay,
DC, can I say something?
This what the male show. This what the overcompensated male chauvinist nigga do, right? We sitting here talking about fucking sex and love. This nigga went to bombs. You see what I mean? You can't do that. Stick to what we saying so you can. See, when you only I'd have been to court 1,000,000 times. You sound like a bad prosecutor, Slim. I'm telling you that right now. You just cross-examining me.
Failed 2 generations, and I think 3 now.
No,
DC, can I say something? I think if you were to ever, I think if you were to ever drop an R&B album, you'd have the biggest female fan base in the world.
No,
he'd be bigger than Derrick Jackson.
Hey, you want to hear that 16 I wrote for this chick the other day?
Whatever
I wrote it, but I ain't put it on the show. Now, listen to this.
Right.
Listen to this.
DC Slim.
I got this 16 for you.
He's seen that whip appeal.
Yeah, look. I got 16 for you. I'll get your girl with this. You ready for this?
Sure.
Here we go. She told me fuck her like a porn star and treat her like a queen. Take her around the world and show her shit she never seen. While we sipping on some champagne and puffing gasoline, me and you against the world doing shit you only dream. You ain't never had no nigga get to you like that. That coochie getting juicy on the phone when we chat. Hey baby, I'm your Superman lover to the core. That body I explore, but your soul I adore. But don't you worry about a thing, cause I'm a lover and provider. I got a soft side, but I'm a motherfucking rider. I need a boss lady for a spiritual advisor, so I can hit it raw and leave a kid up inside. This a business proposition. If you're down, let me know. If I cut my bitches off, you got to let them niggas go. That's for sure. Cause you in love under me management. They services are rented. You don't need settlements. Tell them get. Yeah, I just got your girl for that, dog.
DC, you know who he remind me of? Remember Fantastic?
That's fire.
Remember Drake?
That's fire.
Old Drake, Nice Pineapples? That's what that reminds me of. Call me crazy, but at least you call me. That's what you remind me of. Old school Drake.
Listen, dog, I'm trying to tell you. I've been out here for a long time, son. All right? And I'm trying to tell you right now. What I'm saying to y'all niggas is being brainwashed, dog. Y'all niggas, they is trying to get y'all.
We're not being brainwashed. We're brainwashed.
DC,
we're brainwashed by our mothers.
DC, that might work in women. That might work in women in your generation.
Yes,
if you
our mothers set us up.
If you tried that shit today, you gonna get your pockets took.
Bullshit.
You gonna get your pockets took.
Hey, dog, I done hit a whole bunch of niggas, girls, dog. I'm trying to explain some shit to you. All that shit. Listen.
So have I.
Look, dog. I'm not bullshitting y'all. It don't work like that. Mind your business and cover your own shit. You know what I'm saying? You worry about what's in front of you. Stop worrying about all of the other women. That's why niggas don't want no girls. And guess what? This is why so many gay people out here. This is why the women turning gay. Because all y'all niggas do is say you don't want them.
Oh
So
Lord.
is niggas is
Hold on,
responsible for the
hold on,
LBGT?
not,
Straight
yeah, this nigga
nigga. Wait. It's always straight niggas' fault.
yeah,
Straight
come
niggas
on,
is
man.
responsible for LBGT.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, come on. Now, DC Slim, brother. Now, you know, I think
Nah,
you're trying to,
I was joking. That was a joke.
yeah, you
That was a
wanted to
joke,
get
bro.
my
That
attention
was a
on
joke.
that one, brother. You know,
That was a joke. That was a
they
joke.
coming back
I
to
It was a
fuck
funny
with
niggas.
y'all.
joke. It was
You
a
got the
funny joke.
studs coming back to niggas. Here you talking about. So let me juxtapose this and then, well, Dante, brother, it's on you first. What you got? You got anything for us, brother? What
Hey,
you got?
nah, I just want to say what's up. This is my first time being on here, man. You know, I appreciate you, Mr. Fantastic. But I had to come up because this lame nigga, man. I don't know what's wrong with these lame niggas, man. Our mother set us up for failure. You know what I'm saying? My mama used to always tell me that shit. When I did that shit, it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until I started acting, like a real man is when shit started to change for me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what this lame ass nigga talking about.
Hold up. What is the real man that you started acting like? And what did your mother tell you? Because I would love to know this.
My mother told me the same bullshit. Like, be nice to women, give them flowers and all this shit. I did all
I ain't
this
say none
shit.
of that shit.
And none of this
I ain't
shit,
say none of
and
that
none of
shit,
that
Slim.
shit worked. Well,
I never
basically, the
said none of
shit you
that shit.
talking about is just straight up
Nah.
simping, man. This shit
Listen,
don't work, bro.
listen what I'm
This shit
trying to tell
don't
you,
work at
dog.
all. It never worked for anyone.
Hey, look, I come from a generation of stand-up men. Don't ever try to tell me that I'm
Simp
a
ass nigga.
motherfucking simp or whatever.
So
Listen,
do I,
it's
nigga.
YouTube.
I worked. I
You
worked on
can
farms in Mississippi and did all types of
that's
hard
cool.
manual
You can
labor and
name
shit,
call,
nigga.
you can name call, you can do all that. I'm bigger than that, Slim. That don't affect me. This YouTube is a glass in front of
Oh,
us.
and see, I
So that
was
ain't
so
gonna
young,
affect
I
me.
How
didn't
old
You
are
know what I'm
you?
saying?
the women are the way they are
I
today.
want to know how old you are, nigga.
I'm 50.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
Oh, so what you saying? Old nigga stupid? So I guess you're saying your mother and
Yeah, a
your
lot of
father is
y'all,
stupid then.
a lot of y'all guided us in the wrong direction.
Oh,
That's the
how about we
problem.
left you niggas the instructions and most of you
You didn't
niggas
leave
is
us
just dumb.
shit. Y'all
Hold
left
up,
us.
listen,
Y'all left
watch
us to
this.
get set up.
Bro, this
That's
will
what
make it
y'all
even
left us
worse.
to do.
You niggas is dumb niggas with smartphones. You niggas don't ask nothing. You don't know shit. Stop trying to act like just because you can go on your little YouTube and look up some shit and some nigga, you watch some nigga channel and he start
I've
telling you
been
he ain't
through
with
it,
no
my
shit,
nigga.
none of that
I'm
shit.
from Mississippi. I've been through it.
I
I
if
was
you've
raised
been
by a
through it
single
and you
mother.
from
I was
Mississippi, then
raised
guess
by a
what?
single mother who helped
I
her
was
out and
raised
saw
by
her be
one too.
around bitch ass unemployed niggas while I was employed.
Oh,
You know what
I
I'm
was raised
saying?
by a single mother too. What's the problem? You think that shit's supposed to
Helped her
mean
out,
something?
helped her out with the bills, helped her out with the kids, all that kind of shit. So
Oh,
don't
so
come
you
up here and
sound like
tell us.
you mad at your mother, so you gonna take it out on all the chicks.
No, I'm just saying this shit you talking is bullshit, bro.
Wait a minute,
Straight
hold
up
on, hold on.
bullshit.
Let's have a psychology section here for a minute, bro. You said your mother, right? First thing you've been saying this whole conversation is your mother. So why you not in a good relationship?
Because he told you his mother failed him.
I'm
Because your mother.
married.
So
I
you
am
mad at your
married.
mother.
I've been with my wife 18 years, brother.
Oh, that's
Oh, so
beautiful.
even
God bless.
My
if you
wife,
with
my
your wife,
wife in the living room right now, bro.
so if your wife in
I'm
the
Salute to
getting
living
you.
ready
room
for
right
work in a
now,
little bit.
Salute to you,
if your
brother.
wife in
18
the living
years.
room right now, how the fuck is you
Yeah,
gonna call a nigga a simp? That sound like a culture
cause
vulture.
you
See, that's what niggas be
the
doing.
stuff you
They get
talking
on
is
shit.
bullshit.
Ain't no nigga, you married. All that shit babyface say you said to your wife probably yesterday, nigga. Stop all of that bullshit. The
I
majority
ain't
of
say
y'all
none of
niggas
that
that's
shit. I ain't no
Dante, can I
simp ass nigga.
Dante, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, yeah.
All the things you do for your wife, right? Does she return equally?
Yes.
Thank
She
you.
rubs
Then
my
he's not a
feet.
simp.
Okay, Dante,
Yeah, she
excuse
rubs
me.
my
Can I
feet.
ask
She
you?
cooks me food. She does all that
Right.
shit.
DC, you talk because now you got two other married niggas on the panel with you. It's not like we're saying being in a relationship. I don't agree with just because you married yourself. Some people say that. I don't agree with that. But you are a simp, whether you married, whether you got a girlfriend, boyfriend relationship. If you are doing above and beyond for your woman and she's giving you little or nothing in return, my nigga, you a
I
simp.
agree.
okay. Let me ask you this: is a nigga with a lot of money dropping bread on chicks that ain't smash? Are they simps?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so hold up, wait a minute. So
Yes, that's a simp.
simp is basically now just from y'all meaning. I'm telling you, I've been here for a long time. Though I was born at night, not last night. So a simp is basically a nigga that do something nice.
No.
No.
So I gotta.
No.
So hold on. Listen.
DC,
This is the second part.
You're getting
Hold on. I
taken
didn't finish.
advantage
I didn't
of.
finish.
Wait.
Hold on. Listen. I said a nigga that do something nice. Now he has to be getting something. He, no matter what, he got to get something in return.
DC,
And
I
what
gave
is
you
the
That's one of the
DC.
laws of the
I
universe.
gave you DC. I gave you a clear, concise definition of what
Well,
simple
what
was.
is the something? See,
What does he
I'm a
want? What
context
does he
nigga.
want? What does he want?
Listen, okay, if I'm a man and I say all this shit Babyface said, right? What are you expecting from the woman that he's talking to?
That goes from man to man. Some men just want pussy. Some
No,
men
no,
want a
no, no, no,
relationship.
no, no,
So,
no. You said
yes,
all this bullshit.
ain't no
What do
bullshit.
you expect the chick that Babyface said all that to? What are you looking for her to do?
What does
Honestly,
Babyface want?
I don't.
What
I
does
can answer
Babyface
that. I
want?
can answer that.
Go
I can
ahead.
answer that.
Go ahead.
I want peace. I want
Peace,
cooperation. I
nigga.
want you to be on my plan. I don't want no mouth, no lip, no nothing, no pushback. If I say left, I don't want you to say right.
She's
Damn.
also supposed to
So
help
that's
you
your
on your
daughter.
purpose too.
That
She's
sound like
also
your
supposed to help
daughter,
you
not your
This
wife.
on your purpose.
DC, hold on.
That's
Let
what
me.
we want. I'm telling
me.
you. I'm telling you what most men want. I want to be able to come home from work and put down my sword and shield and not have to fight inside my home as much as I fight outside my home. That's what
listen.
men want.
Are you respectable enough to get that?
Wait, DC.
You asked in reference to what Babyface was saying. So yes, in reference to what Babyface was saying, yes, he's respectable enough to get that if he's doing all of that. Yes.
Well, if
Can I say something,
you wouldn't
please?
say what Babyface said though.
No,
All
but
right?
what you said, DC, was what does Babyface want? I just told you in reference to what Babyface want, which is if most men or if the average man is doing those things, that's what they want.
Wrong answer. Let me answer it for you.
Most men just want peace.
Listen,
Hold on, let me do
of
these
course,
today. Hold on, let me
that's
do
water
these
under the bridge, y'all.
Yeah, hold on. Let me do these super chats real quick. Shout out to Valerie Smith again for the 2. Appreciate you, love. Oh shit, what the fuck going on? Oh, there we go. I'm tripping. I don't know. That's why most women think they're a 10. Yep, too much. Yeah. Shout out to a man supporting man again for the 2. Appreciate you. LL Cool DC. All right, go ahead, man.
DC, let me make a distinction for you, right? And this is just my opinion. Niggas might disagree, right? You got a nigga that tricks, right? He paid for pussy.
Cam Newton.
Whoever. If in my opinion, if a nigga pays for pussy and he's dropping bread off and he's getting pussy in return, he is definitely a trick. He's not necessarily simp because he's getting what he wants out of that. If
I agree with that.
If a man is doing, and now let's take it to what you're saying, a married man, a respectful man. If he's doing all the shit that Babyface talking about, right? And that chick he's with is just sitting her ass on the couch and not doing nothing for him, that nigga is a simp, man.
Hey,
and can I add to your
that hoe trying to kill him?
Right.
Hey, what if I say the traditional woman that you're looking for?
He's stretching himself thin.
The part that y'all don't want to
let me go, man. Prince or Tim in here. Prince or Tim, go ahead, brother.
Sorry, I just wanted to say, since we're talking about marriage, I don't know if you guys know, but Babyface, I believe he got married twice, but after his first marriage, his record sales actually dropped, like diminished because of that, and because he broke the fantasy. Does it kind of make sense? I don't know if that's like after,
yeah, cool.
I mean, it's.
Hey, listen, I don't expect a lot of people to be married today because once again, I keep going back to the technology. It is easier for you to be single. Okay, it is much harder to be faithful. Okay,
No,
because
brother, the women have more options. The women have more options on the phone.
Listen,
yes,
they ain't got more options because most of y'all niggas ain't got no money.
No, so DC,
You see what I'm saying?
let me do this and we'll come back to it. See, yeah, brother, you the TLC and Destiny Child incarnate, brother. Jesus Christ, shout out to him, man. Anthony on the panel, brother. Greatly appreciate you, man, for hit me with a 25 on the cash app.
Ain't nothing but some money.
Thanks for another 5 stream. Thank you, brother, for the support. So DC Slim, bro, again, y'all. Everybody loves saying this shit. The majority of men got money. Okay, the majority of black men specifically are in the middle class. Okay. More men have money than women. All right. So if a woman constantly talking about a nigga don't got money, that's because she a po asshole around broke ass niggas. Okay.
Right.
Any woman, when I hear a woman say that, that lets me know that you are a low barrel bitch. Okay.
She broke.
Immediately.
Tell her what
Yes,
it is. She broke.
You a bum bitch. If all you
But
know is broke niggas, go
do
ahead.
you put women in groups? See, what you saying to me
Yeah.
is you got thoughts, you got regular chicks, you got chicks that make a lot of fucking money that ain't gonna let no nigga that make less than her talk shit to her, and then you got like an all around woman. I think y'all niggas is just talking about one group of chicks.
No,
Because that's why I say there's really no context to this.
So I can explain it to you. So I can tell you this, right? The thing is that we've heard from the niggas that told us this, and we all been young niggas before. What you come to find out is that just because a bitch got a lot of money don't mean she won't fuck with a broke ass nigga. That's how we got the narrative, right, of Beyonce and the bills to where they start the video out to where her boyfriend is coming into her job and asking for the car to, drive the car around all day. We've all seen this shit. We all know a nigga or know some bitch that is like, damn, shawty, you fucking with this bum ass nigga. You can't say nothing out loud. You can't ever say anything because then you be dirty macking. But in the back of your mind, you like, damn.
No,
fantastic.
So is she wrong for one? Hold on. Stay right here. Hold on. Because I gotta add this. So are you telling me she fucking with a bum ass nigga that ain't putting no gas in the car? So you mad at her now?
I'm not mad.
She want the nigga to give her some money.
I'm not mad. Wait. It's kind of it's like it's kind of oxymoronic, right? She's complaining about something that she made possible. She can just stop dealing with a bum ass nigga, not fuck with a bum ass nigga in the first place. The thing is,
what if I told you she's just not dickmatized no more and she wants some gas money, nigga?
No, but hold on, wait. How many nurses y'all know fuck with broke niggas? Nurses.
I mean, nurses ain't low. But nurses ain't no high quality paying job. I mean, the average
I'm in the medical field. What the fuck
when it comes to money,
nurses do make money.
I didn't say they don't make money, but the average nurse is a buckethead. Stop playing.
It depends on what kind of nurse you're talking about.
So first
have
you say
even been in the medical
money.
field?
Now
it depends on
money. Now you switch to bucketheads.
He kind of right.
DC.
It depends on what kind of nurse you're talking about, because the LPN ain't the same thing as the RN, ain't the same thing as a traveling nurse.
Thank you very much, bro. Thank you. Because if she a real registered nurse,
hold on.
She got bread.
Yes. Deadpan changers. Okay, we talking about LPNs, RNs, or even nurse practitioners.
LPN don't make no money, bro.
Well, RNs and
yes, they do. They do make money.
No, they don't.
You get shift differential. You get all that OT. Yeah, they make money. I'm in the medical field.
LPN,
put it like
don't
this.
make no money.
I know some nurses in the six-figure realm that fuck with woke niggas.
RNs and CNAs are what making money. LPN,
CNAs, no. CNAs ain't making no money, bro.
Yeah, LPN might be making $20 an hour. LPN ain't making no money.
I think you swapping. I think you mixing up CNAs
because I know.
No.
That's like I said, that's well in the six figures.
LPN is a step below an RN.
Yeah, CNA is the lowest.
Yeah. Well, you're right.
CNA,
I'm thinking about
LPN, RN. Then you get the higher levels like ICU nurses, charge nurses,
my bad,
and nurse practitioners.
They have also been found to be one of the most disloyal.
I'm in the medical field.
Yeah, so nurses are the most disloyal. If you got a nurse, bro, stop it. If you married to a nurse, good luck.
I've seen it. I've seen it in the hospital myself. I've seen it.
There are exceptions to the rules, but hey, exceptions don't make the rule. So no, I was gonna say, decent. Literally saying, man, listen, a woman at the end of the day is supposed to compliment that man, right? Of course, it don't have to be equal, right? Because very few things in the world are equal exchange, right? Fair, you know what I mean? So if a man, but what we're saying is for one, you try to finesse us, that wasn't his woman already. This is a woman he's trying to get, right? You're offering this woman above and beyond anything that any rational man will fucking offer her. I'm not about to work a motherfucking 8 to 12 hour shift, buy all of this, pay all of this, and then come home and cook your motherfucking meal too. Bitch, what is you gonna do?
Absolutely not.
So when you listening to Jeezy, do you think Jeezy riding around with 36 keys in the trunk?
Jeezy, you say Jeezy? Yeah. It wasn't. No, it was Mr. 16.5. On the another thing he said 36 keys, but I got you. But
No,
yeah,
I
he
just
did
thought that's
that.
what I'm saying.
Jeezy did that though. Jeezy really did do that. Jeezy was a
Yeah,
dope boy for
yeah,
real.
Jeezy really did
Jesus
do
was
that.
dope boy for real.
Ti had to tell him to stop. You know, Ti
Hey man,
told him he had
I
one
don't know
foot
what to
in,
say,
one
man.
foot out.
I tell you this. I
Shots
tell you
back.
this. I tell you this, D Slim. I bet you Jeezy come home to his woman cooking his meal before Babyface will.
Listen,
Definitely.
once again, y'all niggas stop trying to act like you ain't promised the world to get in them goddamn draws. You niggas is
No.
on here lying, okay?
But DC
I
You
ain't
might ain't
promised
offer,
shit.
you might ain't offer what
DC
Babyface
Slim, we
offer.
not saying that. Hold on, DC
Okay,
Slim. We
so if you're not saying that,
no,
what is the
hear me
problem?
out.
Babyface
No,
got
no. So
money,
this is what
so
we
he
saying.
offering tricks.
So listen what I'm saying. So DC Slim, this is what we saying. We're saying that niggas did that because of fucking Babyface. Babyface and Jodeci and fucking in Silk and Blackstreet and everybody else was
Hey,
telling
Mr.
us,
Fantastic, have you ever heard 70s music? Them
yes,
niggas
obviously.
was
Of course I
begging.
Yes,
have.
I love
Them
Yeah,
niggas
70s
was
ain't
begging
music.
too.
What the fuck you
So
Temptations
talking
ain't
about?
too proud to beg. We all grew up
so
with the same
why
I
are
Oh
we
yeah.
still
why
listen
are
to
we
Muddy
blaming
Waters and shit.
Babyface?
Because it was a different level then. So listen, it's the transition that we're talking about, like the popularity of things and like the commercialization, right? So when you had the Isley brothers and you had Barry White and you had that, yeah, that stuff was they were mainstream, but it was nothing like they didn't have the promotion in the the commercialization that you had in the 80s, 90s. That 80s to
Right.
90s thing was a big jump, was a huge jump, right? Because before then, like you said, you had if Barry White or um James Brown, they were in black exploitation movies. You got to think, Boys to Men and them boys, bro, they were fucking Paramount Pictures. They had the music in these are the time in the 80s, well, 90s especially, late 80s, early 90s, to where you would have the motherfucking music video going with scenes from the movie in the background.
And
So that's
So
what
that
we're talking
means,
about.
but Barry White and them didn't have videos. Going back to the
Exactly. So
technology
you
again.
proving my point even further. DC Center, that's what I'm saying. So the way for everybody to even know about it and see it, the only way you could listen to it was one or two ways: a motherfucking the radio or record player, right?
So wait a minute, you are blaming, you blaming
I'm not blaming. I'm just
innovation, okay, technology, and I might agree with you on this for niggas getting dumber. But on that note, like simps, but you won't
You
agree.
niggas led us wrong. Y'all
But
led
what if
us
I told you
wrong.
this?
Gen X and baby
How you gonna
boomers
say
led
we
us
led? No, listen,
wrong
you
with
weren't.
that shit.
I'm not
Because it
gonna
was
sit here and act like.
incorrect.
Hold
It
on,
was
listen. I'm not
incorrect,
gonna
my
act
brother.
like we had a fucked up drug thing going on back then.
Yeah,
Y'all got
y'all
it.
had that too.
Yeah, you're right. But listen
Y'all
to
were
this.
alcoholics and shit too. My
Oh,
folks were
listen to this.
alcoholics and shit.
Y'all,
Leading
hold up.
us
Hear me out.
wrong, telling us the
Hear
wrong
me out.
shit.
Hear me out. Y'all are the most complainingest. Nothing ever happened to you niggas I ever seen in my life.
what?
Listen, watch this. Listen, bro. Listen to what I'm saying. You sitting here blaming shit, right?
I'm
Do
not
you know
blaming
how many
shit.
people? Hold up. Do you know how many people back then? All right, and some of you niggas come from crack baby families, right? Stop
I'm
trying
not
to act like.
sad, my nigga.
No, that is what you're saying.
I
It's
got a I
easier
got
for
a
you to
son
say.
and I'm trying to lead him in the motherfucking right direction. And you
It's
niggas
easier
leading
for
them in the
you in
wrong direction.
2025. It's easier for you in 2025 than it
My
was for
son ain't gonna
him
be
in
no motherfucking
1993.
simp. He ain't gonna be no motherfucking simp. My wife
Hey,
and I both tell him about these hoes.
hey,
My
look,
wife and
listen,
I both tell him about these
dog,
hoes.
dog, you're talking to a real motherfucking player pimp, nigga. That
You
shit you
talking to a
talking,
real nigga
that shit
too, my
ain't
nigga.
real,
You
Slim.
don't know me.
I ain't
Dante,
never
if I
I'm
may,
told
from
you
the
that.
Maybe
hills
that's
of
the problem.
Mississippi,
Maybe that's the
nigga.
problem right there.
Wait, DC,
He's
you a
talking to a
pimp?
player pimp.
DC, wait, you a pimp?
Nah, I ain't never got no money for
Oh,
no jump, but
lame ass
Okay,
nigga,
I
so
done
man.
hit
let's
a
get
lot of
let's
niggas
How
jump.
these
let
lame ass niggas,
let's
man.
get the definitions right because pimps don't get
Hey,
married, my
Oh,
nigga.
lame ass nigga, man.
hey, let's do this. Hey, let's let the tough guy go. Let's do this nigga. He calling me lame. Let's
Nah,
do
you
Dave
go
Clark.
ahead, yeah, cause you are
I'm
lame. You a
good. I'm
lame
good.
ass
I'm
nigga.
getting a kick out of.
The way
See,
you
I get a kick
talking,
out of.
that
I get a
simping
kick
ass
out of
shit.
YouTube niggas. I
Yeah,
get
I
a
get a
kick
So
out
kick
of
let
out
you
of
me
that
let me
shit
hop
too,
motherfuckers
in
on
real
nigga.
here.
quick.
I know how to
We
be
having
quiet.
a
Hold on.
conversation, dog.
No,
Chill
it's cool.
with
It's
the
cool.
name calling.
Yeah,
All
we
right,
cool.
I ain't
Yeah.
called you no
Let's
name,
not do
bro.
that. You're right. You're right. Let's not do it. So let's actually transition it, right? So you remember, right? Everybody remembers. All right, let's juxtapose the Babyface song to the Faith Evans song, right? Because Faith Evans had As Soon As I Get Home too. And what the fucking only thing she offered was what? Some pussy. That's it.
Oh my God.
That's it. What? DC Slim, brother? God damn, brother.
Yeah,
Hey,
We
but
not
that,
wrong.
hey, you ever heard of
That's
left
it.
brain thinking? You ever heard of left brain thinking and right brain thinking? You
Brother,
ever heard that before?
I'm calling it like it is, brother.
No, hold on. Have
I'm
you
just
ever heard
simply
that
calling
before?
it like it is.
So look,
Most of the
to
only
me,
thing niggas is getting offered in 90% of the music was some pussy, access to the pussy. Okay, you might
so you telling
get a
me that all a woman could do is offer you some cook. So her cooking for
I'm
you,
saying we talking about
whole
That's
buying
what
bunch of
they
pussy.
other
try to
shit.
do.
DC Slim
That's
for
what
the
they
most part.
try to do.
That's what
DC
they
Slim for the
offer.
most part, yeah, that's all a woman is gonna offer you.
That's what
Most
they
women
offer.
aren't paying for shit. They not paying bills. They not doing the majority of shit. I was married. DC Slim. In the 10 years I was married, bro, my ex got like $10,000 in purses, bro. Just purses alone, not to mention other jewelry and other bullshit and knickknacks. Okay.
Okay.
In 10 years, she got like $10,000 in purses, fam. You feel me?
Okay. Yeah,
So what I'm
you
saying,
created a monster.
DC Slim, what I'm trying to tell you is this, and it's just it was just I'm one no everyday. I'm just a special occasion nigga. I don't do flowers. I don't do just because it's just like, but you know, when it's special occasion, you know what I'm saying, I drop bread. This is what I'm saying. DC Slim, do you think I got back nearly $10,000 worth of gifts for my motherfucking ex-wife?
Listen, see, that's your problem. You as a man, you
I'm
are
just asking the
holding.
question,
Hold
brother.
on,
I'm
hold
not
on.
saying.
I'm
Hold on,
telling you.
listen.
I'm
Let me
at,
frame it. Hold on, listen. I'm
okay.
not saying I'm not. I wasn't expecting that back. What I'm telling you is this, and what we go into is, as men, knowing and understanding. When you get in a relationship with a woman, you know things are not going to be equal. You know you're going to give more than what you're going to get, right? The plan, though, especially if you're married, is forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. Y'all, hey, we live together for forever, and we die same time. All this shit, right? You feel me? So what I'm saying is, though, the men very, very seldomly get a return on their investment, and on top of not getting a return on their investment, outside of like kids, that you get a kid, that's like the best thing you can get, right? But outside of that, you're not gonna get anywhere near close to the amount of money spent. You're not gonna get the nowhere near the amount of gifts and sentimental things. You're gonna get pussy, okay? She's gonna
That's all
offer
you
you
looking
that.
for.
It's gonna
That's
be the
all.
We're
That's
same
all.
thing
expected to
every time.
risk our lives.
Hold on,
We're
fantastic.
expected to risk our lives too. On top of
Because
that,
we talk about music, right? To bring it back to the music point. The only time I've ever heard Beyonce get any kind of criticism for her fans is when they dropped that "Cater to You" song. And
Yeah,
and
cater
and,
to you. Yeah.
and that was the only time I've heard women give any kind of backlash to Beyonce. Talking about, I ain't catering no nigga and all that.
Exactly. Then it was negative. I ain't
Then
that
it was
that nigga.
negative.
I ain't no wife. I'm only
But
doing that.
why
I'm a
y'all
wife.
why y'all using those particular songs as the standard? It's not that many of them. It's very
That's the
few
point,
of those.
nigga. That's the point.
It's
It ain't that
but
many of them.
hold on. It's actually more songs where women ain't doing that kind of shit. They just saying I love the shit out of this nigga. They not saying pay all my bills.
what? What music is he listening to?
Yo,
Yeah,
what do
so
you?
DC, right? So
DC,
DC, let me,
you just proved my point. DC,
yeah, let me,
the fact that you can't find too many songs like "Cater to You" proves the point.
yeah,
I
DC
bet you
Slim. So let
can't
me say
name
this,
10
DC.
albums, 10
DC Slim.
albums that was out
Let
when
me.
Babyface was out.
Yeah, DC Slim. That's what I'm
I
saying. So this is
can.
why I'm saying it's important for the time frame that I said it at, right? So we had the build up, right, for men's R&B. Women, you know what it was. Shout out to Shaka Khan. Shout out to Anita Baker. You know, Minnie Riperton. All of that music. Whitney Houston. All of that music, right? All of that music was men centric, and baby, you give love, good love, all that good shit, right? So the majority of the music then was that they were equal. You had women not necessarily simping, but women had appreciation for men and they wanted a man and all this other shit.
There was
What I'm
reciprocation.
saying is, what? Go ahead, brother. What you say?
I said there was reciprocation through music.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It was balanced on both sides, right?
Yeah.
And then you still had more or equal to number of R&B music to the bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks in the rap scene, right? What we're saying. So you had balance. What we're saying is at 1999, you had two major songs that were fucking these niggas ain't shit, these niggas is broke, happen at the same exact time. And then you saw the women's message change while the men remained to stay the same for another 10 years.
And I'm
That's what
telling
I'm saying.
you that is a lie. That did not happen.
You literally
All it
walked it
was,
down.
no, those songs. I was here, dog. Oh man, shit was great right there back then. They was out, but it wasn't like Bros was ready to read this show trying to make you pay for IHOP. No. It wasn't. Don't try to make it look. See, you can say that now because you just looked at it on the internet and heard the song. If you lived in that time, man, that song was just a goddamn song that came on the radio.
Women
It wasn't.
women were
It wasn't no
different
movement.
back then. Women were different back
Damn,
then. They
TLC
got
went down.
worse. They've
They went
gotten
Right, and
worse.
they went
and
diamond off
and
that song.
No Scrubs was the number one song in the country. Like that's number
Yeah,
one U.S. pop
Right.
at this
Facts,
yeah.
point.
That
facts.
Dog.
was that was the
Women used
resurgence.
to bump that shit all the time.
That was the
See, y'all
resurgence of
niggas,
TLC.
Looking
That brought
at
them
y'all
looking
back.
at
niggas talking
dudes
about
like
that's not their
they
worst.
ain't
The
shit.
worst song ever is "Creep" from TLC. You niggas ain't even talking about that one. "Creep" when
Wait,
that
Doctor
came out, then shit got real. Okay,
DC
cause
Slim,
No,
cause now, go ahead.
can I retort to that? Did you hear the Left Eye remix to Creep, where she actually talks about the consequences of creeping, incest, and HIV and STDs?
I know about all that. Do a nigga say that in his rap song when he say he fucking 36 bitches?
Incest.
Oh my bad. See, don't try to listen. Don't try to
Did you mean to
see it.
say incest, brother? Did she talk
I
about
didn't.
incest?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
She was
So
talking
in
about
the
a whole
song
bunch of
Oh,
Creep,
shit.
the remix,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. What I'm saying to you
it's on
is,
YouTube.
okay,
I gotta
as a
hear that.
man,
I missed that.
as a man, when you talk about women's music, you probably don't want to do this because your music, our music, okay, as a nigga that writes songs, nigga, we go hard, okay? If you want to sit here and say that, this niggas fuck 36 chicks in the song. One song. The nigga got 2 cars and a whole bunch of Lambos. So you gotta ask yourself this. When a woman hears that, right? Do you think she's gonna flock to that? Hell yeah.
Yes.
Average.
Hell yes.
Listen,
Yes.
yeah, you know why? Guess what? See, she looking for stability. All right. But the broke nigga, this the trick. The average nigga, okay? The reason why she like him, the nigga funny and he cool. It's as simple as that.
Not
Stop
No, it's
all
trying
not.
to
women are
make it
looking for
look
DC.
like
stability.
Fam,
DC.
fam,
Not
DC.
all
fam,
women are
It's
looking
just
for
as simple as this.
stability.
fam.
Bitches want to fuck niggas that
Some
fuck
looking for
bitches.
chaos.
no, you got
Women want
whores
to
out
fuck
here.
DC.
You
Fam,
got
Women want
you
to
got
fuck
wait,
whores
men
out
wait,
that
here.
fuck other women.
the nigga with the Lambos and the 36 bitches a night. That's the nigga that's gonna offer stability.
No, look,
That's what they
listen.
want to fuck
You
though.
you did not. That's why I say you niggas ain't listening. I am
Say it
telling
again.
you, a woman naturally when she come
Maybe
out
you
the
just
motherfucking
talking
womb.
too fucking much.
Right, here we go.
So
Once
let
again,
him finish. Let him finish.
the lady naturally when she's born out of the womb, she is a woman. Watch this. She's not masculine and has muscles. She ain't on survival mode like you are. So guess what she needs? A provider. Okay. So naturally, when time goes on, okay, and this is the reason why you niggas buy cars. We used to have a joke in the pen, right? That said, if you could do 20 years but can ride around in circles outside of the penitentiary with your Lamborghini, would you do it? A nigga said no, because it ain't no bitches around. You understand what I'm saying? The reason why you do every fucking thing that you do is for some pussy. And if you ain't doing it for that, you gay. So if you're telling me when you
What?
buy them J's, look,
What?
when you put that outfit on, when you
This
put that
nigga.
outfit on,
Yeah,
hold
bro.
up, this is the difference between men and women. I'm showing you some shit. A
No,
woman
bro.
gets
You
dressed for other women, okay? A
So she's
man,
not gay?
So she's gay.
listen, no, listen to what I'm saying. Women are mental.
Oh my
You are
god.
physical. No, you. Hey, look. See, look. I'm trying, but if you don't want to hear it, it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
this nigga must got Down syndrome or some
Hey,
shit. I
bro.
don't know
Men
what's
and
wrong with
women
this nigga.
are equal in different ways. Okay. You are stronger than her. Okay. She beat you in the mental part, so it balance out. That's why you need
How?
each other. The
How?
plus
How do
need.
they beat us in the mental part?
What you
So hold on.
mean?
How?
Explain, hold on. That's why I'm
How?
asking. So let's focus on that. How is a woman better than a man mentally? Explain it.
Okay. Number one, she walks around with a baby. That's number one. If you try to act like you could discredit that, then you're a clown. That's
How's
number
that
one.
mental?
Hold
But
up.
we're not
Listen,
discrediting that. How does that make her
listen,
mental?
All the
listen,
things she can do.
Yeah, you gotta qualify it
listen,
though. That's so her
listen. Let me. I'm gonna show you how I'm qualified.
okay.
The pain threshold of her is higher than yours. Okay.
No.
Listen. Hold on. She is not built to do what you do. She is, I think dude said it at the end of Hamp show yesterday.
Most,
She more like
most women these
the,
days don't give natural births. They
see,
get
bro, you keep saying
C-sections and
these
they
days.
get medicine.
I'm saying a natural every woman on this planet until she's taught to be something else. Let's just put it like that. Okay. So this is the reason. Put it like I get to make it easy. You give a man and a woman a grocery list. Old head told me this one time. The man will go straight to aisle 7 and get the chips, and he'll skip and go to motherfucking 5. But this is what the woman will do. She got the same list. She'll walk down aisle 1 and get what's on the list and what's needed. She'll do that on every aisle. She paid more
Brother,
attention.
brother.
That's
Hold up,
what
listen,
men
Oh, she
do.
don't know how to follow instructions? Is that what you're saying?
listen,
So she, so
listen.
she,
Listen to the
wait,
list.
Her attention to
You
detail is different than yours.
no,
what
Okay,
you,
no.
you don't
DC, come
even
on, fam.
understand what you.
If
What
I
you mean?
say
Come
get what's
on.
on the list, I'm not looking for anything else. So you're
Right,
saying she didn't
Well,
follow instructions?
DC.
you just
So if
answered my
wait,
question.
if
This
DC,
crazy
if I
motherfucker.
got a grocery list, the grocery list is what I need. If I'm
Thank
getting
you.
anything other than what's on the groceries, I'm buying shit I
Exactly.
don't need.
Once again, you did
We
not
act
hear
like
what
we
I
weren't
said,
raised around these women.
So,
bro. I'm gonna
so
say it
DC,
I
again.
see.
hold
I
on,
used to see my cousins,
hold on.
girl cousins, and shit
You're
get junk
actually,
food and all this shit.
yeah, hold
No
on, Dante.
meal. I had to cook for.
But
Yeah, let me say this
we
quick.
go
So
ahead.
DC Slim, you're pointing out one of the fatal flaws of a woman in the lack of understanding in finances that Dub Will pointed out, right?
Finances.
Money,
Where the hell that
money
come from?
things.
We just talking about getting groceries.
Hold on, exactly.
Don't you
But
need
listen,
money to get groceries, nigga?
yeah,
We're
exactly.
not
Hold
talking.
on.
See, this
We have
one. Hold up. Wait a minute, fantastic. You can't ask
Finances.
that
That's
because we're
finances.
not talking about money. We just
yes, you
talking about
are.
having the. Wait a minute. Hold up. See,
DC,
look. Listen.
what do you need to get groceries,
Do
DC?
you
What do
realize?
you
That's
need to get
related to
groceries?
finances, though,
Hold
dumb
up.
nigga.
I don't know if y'all niggas. I don't
Fantastic.
know if y'all
He got to
niggas
be trolling,
I
realize
right? He
know, man.
trolling, right?
So
y'all
that's why
just
let
made
it
my
rock.
point
So DC, hold on, fam.
right now.
We got so you can so we get
This
on the
nigga
same
got to be
page.
trolling
Can
at
you
this
hear?
point, right?
Yeah, I got you. Hold on, we got it. We gonna do it. So DC, this is why it's
Listen,
financing.
listen.
Hold on. DC, let me tell you why, right? It's financing for several reasons, right? It's financing because if
Oh
you're
my.
buying groceries, you're saving money versus going out to eat. Okay. It's financing because you make the
Fantastic. That
grocery.
ain't what we talking about. Fantastic.
Okay, well, we
That's
are
a
though.
straw man. That's not
No, it's
what I
not a
said.
straw man.
I
Hold on,
said,
listen to
and
me.
see, look,
Listen,
you
hold on.
what you're
I'm
doing right
actually
now,
I'm
you're
answering
making
exactly.
my point with
No,
math. You're
I'm
saying just
telling
because,
you. Let me explain it.
We're
Let me
being
explain
so you can't
disrespectful,
counter that
Slim.
with something that
We're
ain't got
being
nothing to do with what I
it.
said
disrespectful.
though.
Let
I'm
me.
not.
Disrespect.
We're
This
not
his
talking about
show.
money.
This his
I
show.
didn't cut you off, man. I promise I'm gonna get it
It's
right back.
Mr. Fantastic Show.
Hold on, Dante. So DC, let me just walk. Just let me sparse it out, right? So this is what I'm saying, and this is why women aren't smarter than men intellectually, because they, for one, she don't even understand the fact of the matter that there's finances involved and it's money. Okay, because you need money in order to buy groceries. First off, okay, and then you make a list. You make a list of the groceries. So you make in accordance with your budget more likely than not. Hey, we gonna spend motherfucking $200. We gonna get this versus that. We gonna do all these things to maintain and spend as least amount of money possible to get as much groceries we can get back. Right. Some shit you gotta have name brand. We just fuck with. If we can get great value, we will get great value. Okay. As a man, I go in there, I get the list, specifically the list. I don't spend a penny over. I get the fuck up out of there. A woman goes in there and she wanders. Okay. She goes up and down every fucking aisle and she looks and oh, we may need this. Oh, we might need that.
Yep.
Oh, I like this. This is brand new. I seen it. So now we're fucking $100 over what the fuck we planned, DC Slim.
Hey,
That's
this is
bad. What are we talking about? It's some
this.
shit that
Hold up, dog. Listen, you are way. You done drifted somewhere else. I am not talking
no.
about no money.
No, he on the
I am.
same subject. He on the
Listen,
same
listen. I'm gonna
grocery
say
list.
it again.
It was
I
your
am. Listen.
DC. It was your
If I would
example.
have gave,
Your
if I would
premise.
have gave a male example, I think you niggas would have accepted. So let's do this. Let's turn the tables then. So I'm gonna show
Cool.
you how your mental is different from hers. The
Okay.
example that I gave of the grocery store, keep that in mind. Don't use money. Now, when it come to you and you out here building a house, right? You're not going to use the same logic that she uses in a grocery store because you're using math. Here's where your math and all that other shit come in. You as a man, that's what you do. Don't try to sit here and make it look like you talk about some she wandering. So I guess a woman is not a nurturer. Okay, is she a nurturer? Fantastic.
Yes,
Naturally,
it is.
Men are
Well,
more
okay. If
logical in all
basically,
aspects of life.
She should
Women
be.
are more based on feelings.
That's what I told you. Men are
See,
physical.
Kelly proved my
Women
point.
are mental.
Kelly wasting all this money on new snacks. See, look, prove my point right there.
Boom, there you go.
Listen, even if she gets snapped,
that's why
it's
nigga
like,
laughing because he know we right.
no, listen. See, listen. We're not talking about y'all missed the whole boat. I put the candy. Listen, put it like this. Put it like
I'm
this.
trying to get on your boat, bro.
I'm
You gonna
putting the
drown on that.
candy. I'm putting the candy in the medication. So
Can't
you'll
get on this
take the
boat because this
medication.
nigga don't have a
You
boat.
understand?
This shit
Listen,
broke down.
I'm not talking about money. I am talking about the difference between a man and a woman. Naturally, okay? We do some of the same similar shit in different styles, okay? But you physically stronger, okay? Able to do shit, of course you're going to have the upper hand on her for that. But guess what? The plus will always need the minus. Okay, so ain't no nigga gonna come on here and tell me that a man was on the planet first, and a woman ain't gonna tell me that a woman was here first. I don't fucking know that. We'll never figure it out. But if you paying attention and you watching the shit, you'll see what's really going on. And the reason why you got a problem today because masculinity is being marketed as just talk. Real feminine women have been knocked out the door by bucketheads. And all the access to all of the crazy shit, you ain't got time to be in love with nobody because that's not what they pushing. You don't see love nowhere. So this is why you got a problem. I'm not telling you to be a simp or anything. I am saying you can run the lights, but you better read the motherfucking signs. Plain and simple.
I'm
What,
gonna
what
drop
does that
off.
mean? Break it down.
One
What
second.
does that mean? What are you
One
trying to
second.
say?
I'm about to
Look,
drop off.
the
Wait,
reason
wait,
why
wait.
women are the way they are is because of politics. Okay? Feminism. Gay women and crazy women fuck up straight women. They start leading them astray. And guess what happened with men? Men, this over toxic, overcompensating man ass nigga, whatever it's called. Y'all is just as worse than them. So it's really you really going in opposite directions. Ain't no if you ask a man, he'll say all day, man, women ain't this, they done fucked up this, fucked up that. You say, well, what you think you need to fix? This nigga gonna say nothing, but he yelling. He disrespectful. He ain't got no manners, no nothing. And he wonder why don't nobody like his ass, even women. You see what I'm saying? Dog, I'm
First
just
off, brother, women have been talking shit about us for generations since fucking plantation days. Men
uh-oh.
finally
Here we
got a
go.
voice with YouTube. With YouTube, we finally got a fucking voice. Now we're able to say the things we weren't able to say for a long time.
But you know what you're
Back in the
doing?
old days, what?
I agree. But you know what you're doing? You ready for this? You're not trying to
Yeah.
fix problems. You just on here venting. Okay. So every show most niggas have is niggas don't really come on and say solutions. They just
So
say
what's wrong
Yes,
with
we
you just
do.
getting on
Yes,
here and
we
venting?
do.
nah,
Check
nah, but the
out
solutions,
Dr.
but
T.
if you're gonna
Hassan
have a
Johnson.
panel,
He has
But DC
check him
Slim,
out.
but DC Slim, if I
And
come on here,
read his
go ahead.
book.
My bad.
Read some books,
man, I read a
Daughters
lot
of
of
the
books, dog.
Trade, uh Dark Ghetto by Kenneth Clark. That's one of the best books you can read that can tell you why we're in this
Nah,
position that we're in
that's
today.
propaganda, dog.
You don't
I know
need
about
to
that
know
book.
it's not. No, he's
That's
a
propaganda.
psychologist.
That's the point. Hold on, that's the point. That's the problem right there. Anytime a nigga talk about issues that niggas are dealing with, it's either two things. It's either he bitten, but if you go to real solutions, it's propaganda. Niggas
But
can't
Okay,
hold
let's
on,
win.
try it
Dumb
again.
Will. But hold on,
I
hold on, hold
tried
on,
to
hold
do
on.
this
Wait.
earlier.
Dumb Will,
What
Dumb Will,
is
Dumb Will.
what is the
Hold on,
problem
DC,
with the
you've been
men?
saying
Let's
this
do
whole
it. Let's
time. Let me get
no,
in here.
fuck that. Fuck that. Let's have a real conversation.
No, Dumb
What
Will.
is the problem with us men right now?
No, hold
Black
on,
men
Dumb
The
Will.
complaining about
problem
Dumb Will.
is we've been simping too much. The
Dumb
That's
problem
Will.
it.
is we haven't been masculine. The
so
problem
Okay.
is we've been
Hold on.
listening
Okay.
Is
to the
the problem
women
with the
and
men coming
letting the
on here
women
and
guide
venting?
us. That's the problem.
hold up. Okay. You already came in trying to get in. Say something, brother, then I'm gonna go after you.
All right, so watch this. If I come on YouTube and I'm venting about what black women are not doing, isn't the solution to fix what I'm venting about?
Nah, because you're expecting. Now, remember, don't take this the wrong way. You're expecting a 5-year-old child to listen to an adult who hasn't been taught. They don't even understand what the fuck you saying. What I'm trying to tell you is the mental of the average young girl or male today, they're not that fucking bright. So what I'm telling you is you ain't neither one of y'all really can look forward to shit. Because even if you was trying to be a good man or she was trying to be a good woman, you'll really
I
push her
got plenty
off
to look
with your
forward to, brother.
attitude. You, I'm not. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. See, you can come
No,
on YouTube and say everything you want, right? But the way this woman will kind of reason with you, if you came on there and said, "Man, y'all bitches ain't shit, y'all bitches ain't shit," and then right after that you said, "Well, you know what? I could probably have a little bit more manners and stop doing this and stop doing this and whatever it is that you're gonna do." Now, guess what? You might get a female come into the show. So you ever wondered why a lot of women don't tap into these joints? Because all they gonna do is
that's
get
cap.
bullied by a bunch of
That's
men.
This
cap.
is a
No, no, no,
male
no, 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 no,
space.
no. I have no.
This
Stop,
is
stop,
a
stop, stop,
male
stop, 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 stop,
space.
stop. That's cap. Women come into these spaces on their own.
Okay, when I
Facts.
say come
Facts.
into these spaces, I mean come on here and have a real conversation about how to fix us as a fucking
Well,
people.
But
It never
DC
happens
Slim,
like
They
that.
have.
that has been
hold on.
done already,
So,
DC.
Right.
yeah,
If
yeah.
There's
that's
been
the
So
plenty
case,
of
And
we
you can
wouldn't
go
be
look at
having
Mr.
these
let me
Fantastic's
take
old
over real
there
quick.
have been
streams.
plenty of panels
So
where
Part
let
they've
of
me
been
the part of
controversial.
finding the
No,
solution
DC,
yo, yo,
is
yo.
recognizing the
Mike,
DC,
Mike,
problem.
you go to
Mike,
any.
I'm talking. Let me
Go ahead.
go. So DC Slim, I just had a thing last week. Well, a random chick that I was arguing with on Twitter came on here. We had a conversation with her, really good conversation, in concerns of black women in degrees and shit, right? And the pointlessness of it, because again, it's not balancing out as a net positive on the other end, right? Kelly is here right now. We're gonna look at Kelly in here and give her her opinion. The problem is DC Slim that women don't like non-echo chambers. Okay, women don't like to defend their ideology or their stance because most of them can't debate. Most of them can't think in a logical stream. Most of them can't defend their arguments. It's just the fact of the matter that I said what I said and I feel what I feel. So
Hey,
women don't.
fantastic. You remember a couple weeks ago, I told you, I said, fantastic. You are very fucking intelligent and you smart as shit. But this the killer. You're very fucking condescending. That was very what you just said, okay? You insult. You said the bitches is basically stupid. They
I
don't
just,
use common sense.
I
No,
said
you
it.
didn't.
I
No,
Dude,
no, no.
so
I'm
hold
just
on. Let me
yeah.
so this is what I'm saying. So DC now DC Slim. If I say them bitches are basically stupid, I
No, I
agree with
just
you.
used that word. I
I
just
feel you.
used
No,
that word.
I
I
feel
was
you.
being
But
funny.
no, I got you. But if you, but that's and you're speaking, you're channeling what a woman would say. I'm being prove me wrong. You can put me up against anything. You can put me up against anybody but God Himself, and I'll have the discussion. Right?
See,
I'm
look,
not.
the discussion is meaningless. Go outside and look at society. Stop
Outside
sitting
is
around.
DC
Look,
Slim.
stop. You
Outside is
cannot
here.
make so
That's another thing y'all
fantastic.
don't
If
understand
it's
too. DC
100
Slim,
women
this
on the
is
planet,
outside now,
fantastic. So
huh?
I'm gonna use I'm gonna do what you do. I'm gonna use
why are
numbers.
you
If
over
it's a
talking
hundred,
fantastic?
No, you
Oh,
good. Go ahead.
hey, listen,
disrespectful
man.
ass nigga.
We good. We good.
Hey,
We
man.
Just
Hey,
disrespectful.
man. He knew. He
hey,
like I said.
Slim.
He
Look
knew.
at these disrespectful ass
Hey,
niggas, man.
You catch
Hey,
me on
shut the
7th
fuck up when the
Avenue.
hey,
host talking.
fantastic. I'm about to drop off, right? But
Uh,
before because we skipped over something I want this nigga to go back to. I'm still trying to figure out how women dress for women, but men dress for women. That
Oh,
got
I can answer that. I
that
can
got
answer
skipped
that.
over, but over then I'm about to drop off, and you can explain that. But somebody made that sense for me. So we dress for them. Everything we do is for them, but what they do is for them too. So somebody
Yeah,
explain that shit for
that's
me.
true. That means
I
you
can
ain't been paying attention.
I can
Okay.
answer that.
All right. Y'all have a
that's
good
a
one.
So
nice. That's a nice
And they're not
segue for
considered gay when
Kelly.
they
Kelly, if you're coming up, go ahead, love. Explain to us.
Hey,
How you doing,
have
sister?
y'all have a good day.
I appreciate you, Doug.
All right, man, take it easy.
so he was actually right about that. So I'll give you an example. Women will spend hundreds of dollars on shoes. Now, me personally, I spend a lot of money on shoes. I spend a lot of money on purses. I like a lot. I like nice things. That's how I was raised. My mom likes nice things. I buy these shoes. I know no man is going to notice these shoes or notice these bags. Most men do not know Jimmy Choo from Christian Louboutin to whatever. They just don't. Some do, but most don't. Women, if she's fashionable, she's gonna know, oh, those are Jimmy Choo shoes, or those are whatever shoes. I can't Chanel shoes. Those are Louis Vuitton. You know what I'm like? Women will know that. Men typically don't know that. So now you have some people that are, this is gonna sound so arrogant. Like me, they like what they like. Some women genuinely they just like nice things, but a lot of women they dress to impress other women. Me, it's probably both. I like to stun on bitches too. So I like the shoes, but I also like to stun on bitches. So I get the shoes. Now, as far as with men, I do think men buy flashy cars because they want to get broads. I don't think men, I think men do like Jordans, but as far as like, or whatever, I do think men like sneakers, but I think usually they dress a certain way to get attention from women. I don't think they want the attention from men.
I have a, can I push back on that a little bit?
Sure.
All right, so we call, because he also said if a man is not doing it for women, he's gay.
That was
right?
I don't know about that. That's
So,
kind of
right,
an
joke,
extreme.
dog.
Yeah, that's extreme.
But hold on, even though he was joking, that's what the majority of black culture will I've heard other black people outside of him say that. He's not
That's
the first
crazy. Yeah,
heard
that's
him
kind of
say that,
crazy.
right?
That was a nice way to cover that shit up. That's bullshit what you just
DC
said.
Slim, you've been simping this whole show. Can you just be quiet?
Yeah. Hey, I know you envy me, dog. You know what I'm saying? You could be smart like me too
Anyway.
if you just read.
Anyway.
Hey, man.
A lot of times when you see men buying Jordans or buying cars, really it's like competition amongst each other, right? But
yeah,
we frame that as him being homosexual. We don't look at that as competition. If a white dude or a Latin dude say, white dudes like to go shooting or hunt, that's white dudes going out to compete to go hunt.
Hey, dog, we're not talking about race, dog. You see, this will be fucking conversations up. We're talking about men and women. This nigga done went to white people and all this other bullshit.
I was
The
making
lady
an example,
just
bro.
basically
Yeah, he was
that's
making a
fucking
point.
no, the point you nigga, when I said they gay, okay, you knew that was a joke. But guess what you doing? You only
No,
talking
but
about
that's
that
what
part.
most of
You're
black
not talking
culture
about
do.
nothing
That's
else.
what most of the culture does to black men. If you do
Bro,
something
your
outside of black
culture
men,
is
we're gay.
fucked up because of niggas like you, Slim.
But you're the one who made the comment.
You hear what you see what you're doing right now?
But you're the one who made the comment about if a black man does
Is
something
that the only comment that I made, bro?
He's gay. You're the one who made the comment.
Is that the only substance that you took out of what I said, black man?
Well, you know what, Yardy,
Hold on.
he
DC,
said he was joking, so we can just move on. He said he was joking.
Thank you.
So there's no reason
God
to just
damn.
keep going on it because he said he was joking.
What I see black men doing when they get Jordans or they get cars is competition amongst each other. It's I got the
to get the most bitches to get the most broads, right?
No, but to compete with each other too. It's like when Jordan, it's like Michael Jordan back in his day versus whatever team he's versus. He's improving his game to be better than the people on the court.
Okay, I see what you're saying because I did hear Cam Newton say when he went to the strip club, he likes to compete with other men. That's why he tips the strippers the most to compete with other men. I thought that was kind of gay. I'm not going to hold you. I thought that was kind of gay. I did think that was.
I'm not listen. I can't fuck with Cam right now, especially with him trying to shit on Shador. Just give me a second, real quick, right? So yeah. So that part, that's why I didn't argue with DC Slim over that because women try to impress women more so and compete with women more so to impress men. Men don't give a fuck. Okay.
Yeah. That's basically what I was trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah. Long as you got breasts, vaginas, and an ass, niggas going. They don't care.
Hold on. Let me add one. You got them leggings on. Don't forget them leggings. Lord have mercy.
I actually don't like leggings. I need leggings because leggings are the biggest motherfucking ass fishers out here, brother. Bitch, take them leggings off, and it's terrible. No ass at all, and all kinds of cellulite.
Just keep them on. The whole object is keep them on. Keep them on.
But anyway, I got to get to that pussy. So, but anyway, so let's be saying right. So that part of it, I'm not gonna argue that, right? but still, at the end of the day, we know what men do is for the majority of what men do, even if you say it's 51%, is to pursuit of women because men, we are biologically motherfucking. I keep telling y'all this shit. This biological imperative shit is important. It's just that strong. We just do it so much, you don't even take attention to it. Your major part of a man's fucking focus in life is getting sex. Okay, biologically, hormonally, testosterone fucking drives you to motherfucking. Oh my god, it's a woman. I would like to penetrate her. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, of course you don't just forcefully do it or do it without permission. But that's why you have to do these other things. You have to acquire things. You have to become wealthy. You have to become influential. You have to be charismatic. There's another reason why women are like they don't even have personality compared to men. They don't need it. A woman gets pursued just off the fact of being a woman. The more attractive she is, the more she gets pursued, and the less she even needs as far as being socially, you know, um, socially able. We'll just say that. Most women, for the most part, man, conversations, deep conversations. That's why I laugh when women talk about they want sapiosexuals. Like, what's a sapiosexual? Oh, I like a person for what they look like and what they think and their mind and this and other. Oh, really? Your IQ? You ever took an IQ test? No. What do you mean? You spell fucking? Do you know what IQ means? No. So how the hell can you be a fucking sapio if you don't even know what fucking intelligence is?
That's
All right.
just a made up word anyway.
Yeah, and then the more like you said. So if he looked like fucking if he looked like Trick Daddy and he got a fucking he's a genius. You going? No, you're not. Okay, no. All right, that motherfucker ugly as shit. He looked like something you stepped on. You're not fucking with him. So please stop.
But it's not
But
always about your look.
to your point, Mr.
It's more
Fantastic, right?
your personality is extremely important, dog. If you are a
I'm
man
not
with a
doubting that.
shitload of money and you just a cornball ass nigga, she still ain't gonna fuck with you. I don't care
No,
if
she
she
gonna fuck
marry
with
you.
you. She just
She
gonna
gonna.
fuck with you limited. She go. So
But
that's the
see,
thing. That's where you're wrong. She gonna fuck
but
with you. She just gonna fuck
hold.
with you for a fee.
But
What,
Mr.
what,
Fantastic,
what, what's
that
wrong with
flies
that?
into his
If
face
you're a
with what you were
cornball,
saying earlier that if men were more gentleman-like, the woman would mess with him.
No,
So just
that gentleman shit. She don't want that. A woman, fuck that gentleman shit, especially now. That's what I'm saying. So we saw the transition, right? So the whole premise, getting back to the major premise of the thing, and I don't know you came in at Kelly, so to get you caught up, right? So I was saying 1999. I didn't know this. A lot of I and a lot of other people were saying we thought that Scrubs came out like way before that, but no. Apparently, Scrubs came out in 1999, right? So Scrubs and Bills by Destiny's Child came out in 1999, and it was a shift in like R&B music for women, while the men kept going on with the Jagged Edge, Let's Get Married, and then after that, love songs and Jaheim Put That Woman First came out way after that. So what we're saying is how they shifted, and we know how strong the programming in music is, and women were put in this, hey, make sure this nigga got money, get as much out of him as you can get, right, and be more what's the fucking shit? Not hyperbolic, but more what's the fucking term, y'all? Y'all be saying that shit so much, man. I try to stay away from it. I can't even think of it.
what is it?
The where women try to get the best deal from the man.
Oh,
hypergamy. Transactional, like transactional.
Hypergamous and transactional. Yeah, so more hypergamous and transactional, right? So that's what we were saying. Just to see that transition of the music, and then it eventually ended up to being, what we have now, Sexy Red and Glorilla, and just ass, all the thing they complained about earlier on. But now all women talk about is pussy this and dick that more than or just as much as the guys.
Before I forget the point, Mr. Fantastic, to your point about the biology thing, right? When you said that the reason why men do the things they do is to get the box, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's really men being influenced by their biology, right? Which men really can't help that, right? And I think in a more civilized society, those things are put in place so that men are not going around, essaying women all over the place or whatever, right? But the thing is that once that man gets that energy, sexual energy off, or gets that from the woman, that he's no longer influenced by that. This is why, we set up things like a monogamous relationship where, the woman has to cook, clean, and be submissive to that man, and that man has to protect and provide for that woman. It's so that after he has sex with that person, it gives him a reason to stay with that woman. Because after he gets the box and that energy is gone, he's done. She no longer has that influence over him. That's why during the Victorian age they had brothels and the whorehouses and shit like that.
Yeah, that's the oldest profession in the book. That's why I say motherfuckers all the time, man. Yeah, it definitely is. Shout out to Devin. Oh shit, we got somebody over on shout out to the brother over on my ex. Greatly appreciate you, brother. Yeah, man. Listen, that's what I'll tell you. So music, music and television is one of the most powerful propaganda instruments that society has. So you get, go ahead.
I feel like that's like you named 2 songs, but then I pulled up songs from the 2000s that were big hits. And then you have Crazy in Love, and you have Love by Keisha Cole, which is that's like iconic song. So I just named 2 songs that kind of negate the gold digging songs.
Yeah, but then you have to look at
but those are mainly art.
You have to look at what the culture adapted to the most and was influenced by the most, right? Again, you said
bro, the culture was already that way before those songs came out. Please stop trying to make it look like TLC and Beyonce changed women. No, women are the same.
I gotta
bro.
agree. Yeah,
you try to act like women are not different. Only thing is,
let me be clear. There, because you've been talking a lot, DC. There is programming. There is programming. I definitely agree with that, and I definitely agree that feminism is a cancer on society and has influenced women to the worst, the absolute friggin' worst. And people should look up where feminism came from. You guys should look that up. But nevertheless, I do agree with the programming. But I'm just like, yeah. But I do think like. I don't know, to say 2 songs is shifted the culture. I kind of think that's a bit of a reach. Let's just
okay. So no, it's
right. We're not just saying 2 songs.
Hold on, but no, listen. I'm saying so. What would be the songs before that would be on the level? That would be have the same impact, have the same. Like I said, that's a diamond song, right?
Oh, so No Scrubs.
Yes, No Scrubs is diamond.
Okay.
So
and number 1 in the album.
Ain't nothing going on but the rent.
Hold on.
That too.
Yeah, but that was nothing close. That's what I'm saying. So
it wasn't diamond. It wasn't diamond. Yeah, that's a good point. So let's look. Let me do a little research because that is a really good point. Yeah.
Because but you got to remember too, they had videos too to help that go diamond.
No, they didn't. No, listen, you don't just go diamond, bro, without in the age without the song being that popular. So listen, what I'm saying. This is why I'm saying those 2 songs, right? And that's why you at certain points in times you have to look at it and not put it in the vacuum. You compare it to everything. So I'm comparing like music that I know in my lifetime because pretty much before that wasn't possible. Going diamond wasn't even possible outside of Michael Jackson. I don't believe Michael Jackson or the Beatles before like our lifetimes. Right?
I think Britney, but this is a different genre. I know Britney Spears went diamond, but to add to your point, not many artists go diamond. Yeah, I just remember Britney Spears went.
Yeah. So for the R&B genre going up and down, you get to the point to where you had this transition to where you're getting out of the 90s and in the 2000s, right? And right before you transition over to the 2000s, you get these 2 major songs that are very women empowering and niggas is broke and, niggas is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, but you still fucking with them. And then, like you said, I looked up I did the same thing, right? So then you had, where's it at?
So why you not looking to the 70s? Why you not including the 70s?
The 70s doesn't have anything that's be on par with anything in the 2000s just from promotion and commercialism alone. It wasn't capable for you to sell fucking I don't even think to go platinum in vinyls.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That system was new when TLC and them used that system. So I don't think that's not really fair, dog.
So DC, so it is fair because that's what I'm telling you. So that makes it even worse, right? So once you take all of the fucking Osley Brothers albums, you make it into a greatest hit CD, and that greatest hit CD still doesn't, goes just platinum. is telling you something. And then we had limited record sales because they were records. And that's what I'm saying. In the
Right.
promotion of it, in music
Okay.
videos, and things.
To add to your point, and I may have to concede on this, Mr. Fantastic, because this was. So do y'all remember that? Well, I know y'all do remember it. Blurred Lines, Robin Thicke's song Blurred Lines, that went diamond. And I could not understand why people got so butthurt about that song. And they were like, oh my gosh, that song, they're promoting grape culture and blah, 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 blah. And I didn't get it. But the fact that it went diamond, I kind of get now why people kind of made it a big deal. I didn't know that.
Well,
Right, and
y'all
also
gotta
the
remember
music
too, a
video
lot
too.
of them record companies was buying, a lot of them people like that was going diamond because of inside shit.
Absolutely.
Let's be real. Let's not just say because a person went diamond that look. I just look at this whole situation as those songs was made to rebel against men. Every song before them was bitches ain't shit, hoes this, hoes that. The women had a song. Fuck it. Well, I don't know why the fuck everybody mad at that. We've been dogging the shit out of them. So they made a song. Hey,
No, we haven't, brother. They were rap love, hip hop love songs.
Rap, no.
Like the man
Look.
Mary J. Blige.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Right, so let me anchor this down. That's why I definitely could have used and that's what I'm saying. Mary J. Blige had been doing. I Could Do Bad All By Myself, Not Gonna Cry, all that type shit. But that's what I'm saying. That not Gonna Cry would definitely be in there, right? But the thing is that it still didn't have the commercialism at that point. I think Way They Said was 96, I think, like 95, 96, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Not Gonna Cry is a huge song. But I don't think that's something that was within the genre, and it was just natural. I'm not. She didn't make that song specifically to shift over. I'm saying that the music industry was behind this. You feel me? And the message was to change in general. So, like, good point, right? She brought the other songs. So I can say, like, in 2000, Toni Braxton had been around since the 90s too, and she made a song. One of her hits was "He Wasn't Man Enough for Me," right? Toni Braxton wasn't talking about that before that shit. I'll Never Breathe Again. Right. Then she had the other song. What was the one she did with Dr. Dre was in the video? He Didn't Come Home or something.
fantastic.
Just be a man about it. Just be a man about it.
Are women allowed to talk shit about men? Fantastic to you. Just say yes or no.
You're not follow me. Follow me.
Hold on. Fantastic. The song was "Be a Man About It" with Toni Braxton.
Thank you, Wood. That's another one. Just Be a Man About It. So that's what I'm saying. You had these women that were traditionally just love ballads, love songs, and now you get like a Toni Braxton that changes over. Same thing with TLC. TLC was majorly in the sex culture, positive, safe sex thing, right? They didn't have anything negative to say about men, at all for the most part. But then No Scrubs hit, and then like I said, you couple it, and then like come to find out, and I think Candy from Escape produced both of them. She helped write or produce both of those songs, and they come out.
Yeah, it was Candy and Tiny that wrote No Scrubs.
Yeah,
it is all an agenda to tear apart the Black family, though. Just like feminism was. Feminism, the people that run the music industry, it's all an agenda to program us to separate the Black family. I fervently believe that.
You know what the
on
new
both
agenda
sides,
is?
men and women. What?
Hey, I'm glad you said that, sister. Guess what the trick is? Now, a lot of men ain't gonna agree with this, but they are ramping this shit up the same way they did with women on the man side. They are literally telling Black men.
No.
Hold up, listen, watch this. I want y'all to think about this. When a Black man comes on the airwaves where a whole bunch of other races get to hear him, and he say shit like this: Black women ain't shit. He says Black. He don't use context, right? So what that does, and this is why a lot of races don't fucking respect us. They hear that shit and they say, you know what? Them niggas don't like each other.
Yep.
So that's why we get clowned. So when we say Black women, hey, look, I'm gonna give you something I noticed in the movie Sinners, because I fuck with movie breakdowns. In the movie
I
Sinners,
just saw that too.
All right, in the movie Sinners, them two bitch ass niggas got everybody killed.
Please wait. This still people haven't seen it.
Oh, my bad. So I ain't even gonna go.
I'll say this to what DC Slim is saying. Why would they only target one side? If this is the agenda, Yardy, if this is the agenda, why would they only want women to leave men? You don't think they want men to not be around women? You come on.
White men have always had sexual
Wait, hold on,
access
wait.
to black women.
Repeat that question.
I'm saying if you're saying the music industry is trying to get women to be gold diggers or basically to just destroy the black family, to destroy black couples or whatever, why would you not think they're not going to do it to black men too?
Because as you said, feminism, right? Feminism has been pushing black women to go against or rebel against men. If you're in a country ran by the white male dominant society that's just basically patriarchal, why would you want black men who used to be your former slave to be patriarchal along with you or get any power, right? But now, of course, now you still want black men to be slaves. This is why you have what you call servant slave or what you call servant leadership style, right? Where that man, he's in service to that woman. This is why we got what you call the unspoken Negro contract. I don't know if you've heard of that, right? Where the black man, he's a slave to that woman, and she's basically his boss. So of course you want black men to still be what you call breeding bucks, like they were in the plantation.
No, they don't. They don't want that. They do not want us having kids. They do not want us procreating and having families. This is what they push.
They wanted us to do that at first because black women weren't brought over here for black men.
Well, we weren't brought over here.
Let her finish, and then
they were brought over to produce more slaves.
Dante, let her finish, brother, and then we'll retort after she gives her full statement out. Go ahead.
Right.
This is what I'm saying. I do agree that they are promoting this feminism through music, but I also think they also push music that degrades black women, to have black men hate black women, to look at black women as hoes and this, that, and the third. I also think they promote music that or push music where black men are talking about unaliving other black men to normalize it, because they want these prisons full of black men, because they also own the prisons, just like they own the record labels. It's all an agenda. So that's what I think.
But Kelly, right?
Yes.
Go ahead, y'all.
They want black men to create children in the context of where you could create more black men to be more participate in the prison system, participate not in the context of family, but in the context of a broken home. The more black men you have going to prison, it's supposed to prison the pipeline situation.
Yardy, I promise you, they do not want us procreating. They do not want us procreating. They're perfectly fine with the population that we have.
No, you're saying
to feed the prison
in the context of a nuclear family. I'm saying in the context of something negative to keep fueling the system.
Hey, bro, this system.
I don't think they want us to procreate.
And then second, right? You said that you got to remember, black men dealt with 70 years of black women on public platforms and public media bashing black men.
Yeah. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
You had
they don't mention that.
You had all these different media platforms that were bashing black men. Black men did not have that opportunity to get
black women helped
on a Phil Donahue and even defend themselves until 10 years ago with Black Manosphere. Shout out to the Angry.
Hey, black man, let me ask you a question. Black man, hold on. This is so black. Real quick. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when you get rid of all your sisters?
DC Slim, we got to order, brother. We'll get back to you. Go ahead, and then it's Wood. I think it was you, and then Dante, and then DC Slim. Go ahead.
And I kind of lost my train, but back to the whole influence thing, music influence. You had niggas, or you had dudes saying, bitches ain't shit, hoes and tricks and all of that, but at the same time, women flock to those dudes. Women sing those same songs, right? They dance to those same songs. Women are easier to influence in music. Men, we rebel against us. It's men that are talking about, we got to stop killing each other.
I think you just revealed yourself in what you just said. You said women are what? They follow men.
Yes.
So if you influence them, if you the one that influence them, then you the reason why they fucked up.
When we bring about these songs, right? Independent Woman. Who was that said I ended? Was it Lil Bootsy? I'm saying so now.
Yeah, Bootsy. Yeah, Bootsy. Yeah.
I'm Miss Independent now. I don't need no man. I don't this and that. Where the men is like, I'm not saying I don't need no woman. I still need you. And
Bro,
they're
y'all lying. You are
and as
lying.
far as
Stop trying to act like you have not been listening to rap music and all other kinds of music. If it was 500 songs on the planet today, I would
Exactly.
say
this is what I'm saying,
220.
DC.
Hold
Are
on, hold
gonna
on.
This is
call a
what I'm
woman a
saying.
whore. Are gonna call a woman a
Exactly.
hoe.
The
Yeah. Come on, dude.
majority of our music, like the sister said, hold up, let me drop this bomb for you. The reason why you're losing this battle, because that white man he done had his hand on your woman forever, because he done all you done drop your guard. You ain't even paying attention
What?
no more. So now you out here. Not yeah, that's what I tell you. That's why that white man, this one thing about that white man, he know niggas more than we knew each other. All
So
right.
then,
He
what
tell you
was the
something.
Nation of
Wow.
Islam? What was the Black
Wow.
Panther Party? What was these
Let,
various
let,
different
Wow.
organizations that
listen,
black men
listen,
created
listen
to
to
put
what I'm
that type of
saying.
programming?
Bro,
Remember,
listen.
DC
Bro,
Slick,
I
remember,
need you to come out
black
of your
men came
time
with
warp.
the, hold on. You had the Nation of Islam niggas out there stomping, telling black men you gotta basically put your black woman on a pedestal. Then you
That's
have
just
Black
the
Panthers
Nation of
coming out.
Islam.
Then you have
That's
various different
1%.
organizations of black men from the
Okay, well,
tribal
I'll give you
community
that. That's
talking to
only
black women,
3%.
telling black
That's
men to
going
check yourself. So what are you talking about?
bro. See, you're not being realistic here. You're in
So,
denial.
so
And
the
see
Nation
this,
of Islam did
listen,
not exist? That's not
bro,
realistic?
listen to what I'm telling you
All
again.
them niggas do is
That
pander.
bro, do you want to get to a solution or just argue and pander?
Nigga, we've
Yardi,
been
at some
trying to
point you
get
gotta
to
say
the
you got it,
solution
bro.
for eons, but one side is willing to do the work and the other
We
one is
aren't going to
not.
get to a solution
Yeah,
today.
Oh no, we're
Yardi,
going to get.
Yardi. At some
We
You
done
point
got
got
you
to
you
it.
got
gotta
to point out the
Yardi.
problems before you get to a
I am
solution.
Well,
telling you the
hold on,
What are the
problem.
Yardy.
problems?
Why
The
are you
problem
saying
is
both genders need to come to a solution? Is that what you're saying?
No, black men have been trying to come to the table. If you go in these spaces, right,
Facts.
Callie? I can name the platforms. Black men set up the
Facts.
program and the platform, and they have a structured conversation with the women. The women don't go
Trying
up
to
there to
figure
have
out.
a
Yeah.
structured conversation. They go up there to argue, shame and blame, or whatever. They
hey,
don't
you
go
know
there to
why?
have that.
You know why,
Black
dog?
men
Because
have
this
tried.
pissing me off. Slim,
They're the
your
DC stuff
knowledge
all
is
the
very
time.
limited.
Slim,
Your
you
knowledge
talk
is
too
very
much.
fucking limited
You
of
talk way too
society.
much.
Hold up, nah, because you
No,
know what?
your
What
knowledge
you
is
doing right,
limited.
dog? Listen, dog. Listen.
DC,
You
Right,
Sam,
keep
bro.
playing that fucking
moving,
black card, right?
no,
Bro.
but brother,
Hey, look.
again,
Hey, I'm sorry, man. This nigga is pissed. I don't
yeah,
like a nigga.
but brother,
Dog,
You
he
you the
not
one
on
over
top.
talking everybody.
Dog,
You the
this
brother,
one
nigga
over
ain't saying
talking
shit.
everybody.
yeah, you just jumping in like recklessly. This is what I'm saying, man.
You know,
Listen,
and you want to talk about everybody else. Listen. Listen
Yardy, I
for a
hear what you're
motherfucking change.
No, listen.
I hear
Let me
what you're
say it again,
saying.
right?
Mr. Fantastic has been on a mutual friend of ours podcast. Fatty has these ladies night, these ladies talks or whatever. And yes, these women are they're argumentative and they are combative. But Yardy, I can also probably name you the same amount of the same amount of content where it's males bashing women. I'm just
You have a
being
whole
honest. I'm just
community
being
of
honest.
divestors
Hold on, but you got to define.
that
If you look at
black
podcasts,
women have whole sectors of YouTube where they're talking
so let,
about divestors,
yeah, so let
divesting for
me,
black men, and we're
well,
bullet
not just that,
bags and
aborting kids
all
and all
this
this other
type of
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, so let
Dante,
me,
again, I could. You don't think that there's no counter to that?
no,
no,
Kelly. So let me
No,
Okay.
have,
no, there's
I
no
don't have a
equivalent.
counter
No,
to
Okay.
there is no equivalent to
From
that.
yeah.
Hey
women,
man,
no.
y'all
Okay.
There's
The
no
niggas
biggest counter is
equivalent.
us.
So Kelly, this is what we
We
saying,
don't
right?
talk about y'all like that.
So Kelly,
Okay.
We don't talk about, we don't
yeah,
talk about y'all like that. We
let
may
me
Okay.
have this.
complain about certain
So
things, but we don't get to that level.
yeah, so Kelly, I don't know how familiar you are with the YouTube. You're not super duper familiar with YouTube, right? Especially like this sector of thing or whatever. You're more of a TikTok and everything else, or mainly YouTube. What's your main joint? What's your main
Probably
platform?
YouTube. I actually
Okay,
would say YouTube. Yeah.
so are you familiar with let's say Cynthia G? You know what that is?
Is that lady, the dating woman?
Come
No,
on
that's
now.
No, that's
You know.
no, that's
Come
Kendra
on.
G.
Come
No,
on.
I don't know
Come
Cynthia.
on.
No,
Man,
I don't.
no,
No.
no. So
They
he's
be
saying right.
playing these
So
games.
Dante, hold on, fam. I got it. So what we're saying is, this rendition of black men having conversations is very very young, right? But because it's black men doing it, and because of course, Kevin Samuels, RIP, right? His thing, people, it got attention, but people are acting like this has been around for years on years on years, right? The
It has.
anti-black men
It
and
has.
the hold on, brother. The the anti-black men messaging and the misandrous black men messaging has been around far longer than we have, and it's been much louder and much more just vulgar and disgusting. So the lady I told you about, right? She had this whole campaign, and for some time she lost her YouTube channel because she was promoting the abortion of black male babies exclusively. Okay, this was being said publicly for years. We were telling people about this, but no one cared because it's black men, right? Like I say all the time, people have no issue and problem dehumanizing black men or boys because hey, we're black men and boys, right? Straight ones. So there's you know going to be conversation had on both sides, negatives towards each other. But like what Dante said, you cannot find a sector to where a black man is going to be allowed to say, hey, we need to delete black girl babies specifically, or calling black women bullet bags, or any of the things and just the lengths that it's gone to. And then
I have never heard that, and that is disgusting.
Yeah,
look it up. Look it up.
I'm not going to look up anything. I believe him. I believe him. I believe him.
But Kelly, that's what I'm trying to say. Hold on, don't. I'm gonna let you brothers get back to it. So Kelly, that's what we're saying. Your ignorance, and I'm not saying that negatively. Ignorance just means you don't know, right? I'm not saying that like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't search that stuff out. That wouldn't even come in my algorithm. Yeah,
people don't. So that's what I'm saying. So Kelly, what I'm telling you is, it's a very, very loud, toxic, and dangerous cadre of black women out here saying the worst possible things about black men, and we don't even focus on that 90% of the time, right? Because you can't shut them up. But a lot of people think that, black bitch this, black hoe that, whatever, which, hey, like, black nigga this, broke nigga that, dusty nigga, that's gonna happen between whatever, right? But what I'm saying is, the worst of the worst and the most diabolical parts that could ever be said or suggested by people within their own race is not coming from the black man's side. And then that's not even getting into, you hinted at it a couple times, the rainbow agenda, Kelly. You feel what I'm saying? That's a whole other thing. The rainbow agenda is never question about who they date or who they, do bedroom activities with. Yet straight black men, if you're not dealing with a black woman, a dark-skinned black woman, you are a self-hater and you are this and you're this.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what I'm
saying. And I have seen that, and I think that's disgusting. And I think any black person that is advocating for a black woman to kill a baby, boy or girl, is disgusting. But you could take it further back. I know Nikki Giovanni, that the poet. She used to push that feminism on women, that the women could have these kids and not have the father around and not have the father in the life and all of that. And that was disgusting, deplorable. So I'm not familiar with that Cynthia G lady, but I have, because that's very extreme. But I have heard of that agenda of not, women not having or not dealing with black men. I have heard of that agenda.
Our own mothers too. Our own mothers would talk shit about us, in front of our faces. I used to overhear my mom talking about niggas ain't this, niggas ain't that, all the time. You know what I'm saying? That was just like a normal thing.
That's toxic.
I mean, that's how I grew up. My cousins.
And we go to Dante, and then
my sister just came. Yeah, my sister just came to stay with me not too long ago, and I'm trying to give her the game. I'm trying to,
brother, for the membership.
You're too down with the gang. You're one of my members.
Shout out to my man American Negro News with the 10. Appreciate you, brother. The moral of the story is that all of this is by design, and we deal with on YouTube is the victim of the plan, acting out and ventilating. The wise people are sticking together and producing kids. Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out, bro. Like I say, yeah, if you got kids or whatever, man, make sure they. But basically, like I said, this is just the beginning or public think tank or so on and so forth, and to point out a lot of things, like I said, people aren't aware of. This is just a lighthearted thing today. It's not nothing super duper serious, but like you said, if people understood, a lot of people don't understand, agendas, and they don't understand shit being contrived, right? And like I said, I was just saying those two things because it was a funny thing I started on the on Twitter with the R&B thing, where they were showing just like dudes thinking hard as shit, and then I rolled into it and I was like, damn. you know, it's crazy that dudes were still singing all this lovey-dovey, you know what I'm saying, can't wait to have you get married shit, and women started saying niggas was broke as shit in scrubs. That's all I was saying.
Well, thanks for
Yeah.
having me on. I'm going to drop off.
All right, for sure.
It was nice talking to everyone. Bye-bye.
All right.
No problem.
Have a nice one. Have a nice
You too. Bye.
Yeah.
I have a question though for the panel. Do we know of any panels or any women at all that are fighting back against whole culture music?
Hey, you know what?
No.
You won't see them
No.
because
Okay, thank you.
Hold on. Listen. The machine is too big; it'll fade them out. So you won't know.
Wait, so you saying they not fighting because they know they're gonna lose? So they just go ahead with it.
Listen to what I'm telling you.
He's just trying to excuse anything black women do. That's all he does.
I
That's
heard
all
you.
he's doing.
If a good woman come on television right now and start saying all of the shit that a chick needs to hear, I didn't say want, I said needs. They will blackball the shit out of her, just
All right,
like y'all
now,
trying to blackball
Slim.
me.
All right, now Slim,
They'll
let
do
me
the
ask
exact
you
same
a
thing
question.
that you doing to me.
Slim, let me ask you a question. Do you think the majority of women are good?
I think women, like you said, are manipulated. I think they're now hold up. I think they're naive by a flaw. Okay, because they have to be nurturers, and women they really can't think like you. You understand what I'm saying? So
You're giving them excuses. You're giving them too many excuses.
How is that?
Read the play, Dante.
No, hold up. Listen. What I'm saying to you.
Dude need to calm down. He just all over the fucking place. First and foremost, we all need to read. We all need to read first and foremost.
Like this right
read Daughters of the Trade. Read Daughters of the Trade and Dark Ghetto, and then get back to me, and you'll see what the hell I'm talking about.
So
you don't read. The motherfuckers just run their mouth. That's all they do.
Have you ever read Black Rednecks and Black Rednecks and White Liberals? You're acting like a fucking.
I actually have that book. Yes, I have that book.
If you got
yes,
it,
I do.
if you got it, you wouldn't be saying that dumb shit you saying right now.
What dumbest shit am I saying?
Hey, you say
Elaborate.
you got it, so I ain't got to say nothing. But let me
elaborate.
Finish my point.
What are you
Just
talking
understand,
about?
Yo, see,
You've been finishing your motherfucking point,
you
man.
wanted a nigga,
You ain't gave me no chance to talk.
Bro,
I've been in the background, quiet than the motherfucker.
I was in the
You've
middle of
been
making
running
my
your
point. I'll let
motherfucking
you make your point
dick
in a minute,
suckers.
okay? You hear this gay shit? What? Hey, I got a question. Why do niggas got to try to play tough on YouTube? Somebody
I'm
answer
not
that
playing
question.
tough, brother. You
Where
won't
you
listen.
at?
You
Where
keep
you
running
at?
your
Where you at
goddamn
right
mouth.
Hey, where you at? I'm on 7A.
I'm a motherfucking, huh?
Huh?
I ain't gonna tell
nigga,
you where I live.
Oh, well, you a bitch then. You gonna sit up and you gonna throw that rock?
Okay.
You gonna throw that rock and hide your hand?
If you
Nigga
believe
gonna throw a rock
that,
and hide his hand.
No, I'm
Get the fuck
throwing
outta
it
here,
straight
nigga.
at your motherfucking
Hey, I
ass.
feel you. See, look, what you are is a provocateur. You're one of the niggas that keep
I'm in
holding us
Georgia,
back.
nigga.
Because I'm trying to drop this shit. All right, I'm saying what I'm saying, and you just don't want to accept it. I ain't come up in your
No,
world.
you
So
think you're right.
Listen,
You think
know
you're
where I'm
right,
right?
and you won't
know
listen
where
to
I'm right?
anybody else.
Guess where I'm right? You're not a fucking woman. Okay? You don't think like her and you don't do the same shit. So chill with all that bully pulpit shit that you doing. You sykes because you're a man. And most of you niggas that talk like that are the fucking simps and you wimps. You niggas don't do shit. Because all the real men,
If you want to
the
believe
real
that,
niggas I
man,
know
I've been in a
that got
marriage
all of that
for
shit,
13
they don't
years,
do
bro.
this bullshit
I
you
got a
doing.
16-year-old son, bro. I
If you
ain't
got a
got time to be
16-year-old son, how the
trying to
fuck is you
prove
out here talking
shit to
about?
you.
But hold up, you sitting over here talking about your mother ain't shit. You got a 16-year-old son.
Yeah,
Did you ever tell your
my
16-year-old
mom.
son that?
Look. You don't
Would you
know.
tell your
You don't know
16-year-old
what
son
went
that?
down.
Okay, even though it went down,
I
nigga, my
didn't.
mother and
No,
father,
I tell him the
was on
truth.
heroin.
I
Okay,
tell
my
him
mother
the
and father was
truth.
on heroin. But there's a certain way I'm gonna say that. I'm never gonna be like my mother wasn't shit.
I didn't say
Hold
straight up that she ain't shit.
Slim,
I just tell her what I went through with her.
Slim,
bro.
That's
Slim,
it.
wait, hold on, Slim. Why can't we admit as men that some of our moms wasn't shit? Why is that a problem?
Exactly.
I'm not saying
like
that.
that's
But
a
you know
fucking
what you
problem.
can't do? You know what you
Like
can't
they're
do?
above
Okay,
being
you're right.
critiqued.
You
We've
know
been
what you
hearing
can't
black
do?
men ain't shit for years, for
Listen.
centuries.
Listen,
and I did
listen, bro.
everything I
I'm
could to
not
help my
disagreeing with
motherfucking
you.
mama. So you don't
I'm
know
not
me, bro.
disagreeing with you. But right now, in the state, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm in a different war than you in. All right. The war I'm in, I am tired of my people coming on here saying dumb shit like what we doing. You understand?
So
See,
am
if that
I.
cracker listening,
But you
right?
got the
If
history fucked up.
hold
You
on, if
got
the
the
cracker
history
listening
fucked
to
up.
us right now, right? Let's just say the cracker sitting back listening to the conversation. Do you really think this nigga scared of us? Thank you.
Why we
I
talking
Come
don't
on,
about
nigga.
care. I'm not
You
worried about
you
what
don't
they
care?
doing.
You say you don't. Oh, you ain't worrying about what
I'm
they
not
doing.
worried about what they
So wait a
doing,
minute,
bro.
man.
I
You sound
focus
like a
on my
player.
life and what I got
Okay,
going on.
if you focus on your life, why are you not contributing anything good to the conversation except negativity? See, that's what's
How's I
wrong with us
been
black men.
straight
Your
negative? No, I get tired
masculinity.
of you. You're the
You know
problem.
what? You know why you don't like me? Because it
Because you
sounds like
keep
you
over
envy me.
talking people and saying this crazy shit that don't make
Nah,
any
bro.
sense.
Why? What's not making sense? You think you're a woman?
All the
Do
shit
you
you
act like a
talking,
woman?
you all over the
Okay,
place.
let's
What's the
no. See you.
historical shit? You know,
What's the
with
historic? What are you talking about, bro? We sitting here trying to have a conversation. See, that's what I mean by venting.
you not
These
having a
YouTube.
conversation, brother.
See, look, you are still going back and forth with me. Okay, see what I mean? We ain't going nowhere. I told you, you're a provocateur. You are one of the niggas that fucked the whole flow up. You see where I'm going?
Really?
What?
Yeah, nigga, you know it. You know it. You sitting here
How?
talking about I don't know
How?
what I'm talking
Explain
about.
to me
Wait, wait,
how
wait,
this is
Look,
so.
wait. Can I?
everything that I'm saying, okay? You don't have to like me or agree with me, but it's a fucking fact. Okay? I don't have to like it. I know the differences between men and women. You do too. But you know what? You've been steered off the path. Some nigga on, I don't know, I'm not saying fantastic, but one of them channels that you probably got to watch about 5, 10 years ago, and you remember you said your mother, don't forget you added that. The trauma, you still running around with this shit. Nigga, you need to take that book bag off your back.
But wait a
All
minute,
right?
Slim. You getting on this
I
man?
am, nigga. I don't
Wait,
care.
hold on, Slim. You
He can
getting on
say
this
what he want
man
to say. The
for being
motherfucker
a
Now, you
don't know
man,
can't
me.
say
giving
what you want to
pushback
say
to what you're
and then
saying.
don't
You
expect a
no,
nigga to
you
say
can
what
say
you
what
want
you
to
want
say.
to say. You
I'm
can
not
say
saying
what you
what I
want to
want to
say.
say.
You don't
No,
know me, brother.
no, I don't. You already told me who you was.
But hold on, fellas. Hold on. Let me ask y'all something. Is it being a man part of standing up and standing on your square?
Guess what?
Yes.
It's
So
context.
if
Yep.
Dante stands on his square, why are you calling him not a man?
Yeah.
Because he says, "Yo,
Listen,
I don't care.
my
Niggas
mother
don't
said
do
that, but
that. Niggas
I
don't
hey,
do that
hey,
regardless.
dog,
I've been called
when you
everything but a
if
child of
you're gonna stand
motherfucking
on your
God. So I
square,
don't care.
if you're gonna stand on your
Even by my
square,
own people.
you better stand on your square for something that makes
Yeah,
sense.
my whole motherfucking life.
Okay,
And
all
I
right.
stood up to my alcoholic stepfather. I stood up to my
Okay,
alcoholic mother. And most of the
yeah.
people in my motherfucking family from
Well,
Mississippi,
guess what?
brother.
Well,
You
how
don't
about
know
this?
me. I helped
Everybody
raise
ain't,
my motherfucking
bro.
siblings. I'm the
Everybody ain't
oldest.
have your
So
trauma.
I saw the fuck shit my mom
Okay,
did, and I called my mom out on her fuck shit as well.
okay.
So I ain't
Sound
no
like you venting.
bitch.
Sound like you venting. I ain't
I've
calling you no
been through the
bitch.
motherfucking fire, my nigga.
Okay, you been through the fire. That's you. However you fixed it, you do that. All right. You know what I'm saying? Pimp told her the broad tried to tell a nigga what to do. He said, bitch, that's your dream. That ain't mine. Nigga, we in two different worlds. Okay. I look at the world and you do too. We all look at the world from a whole different fucking aspect. But now you got these YouTube joints where niggas come on these channels and they really dumb as a box of bricks, but they just use emotion, yelling, all of this goofy shit. Like even with this Shador Sanders shit. Let me show you how the script is with niggas. It's
See,
50
that's what I
niggas in the
mean. You
NFL.
all over the place, brother.
Dog,
You
I'm
all
showing
over
you
the
an
place.
example.
Now
I'm
you talking
showing you
about
an
Shador
example.
Sanders. Why?
Listen, watch
Why?
this. I'm gonna show you how every
Yeah,
nigga
DC
go
man,
on
let's
script.
not transition into that, brother. I'm about to
I'm
let
not
me sit
going
down a
into
little bit.
that. I'm just
Well,
saying
you literally said his name,
everybody
so
is listen, everybody is on code for the same thing. You do
no, it's
what
not.
they tell you to do. You
No,
You
react
keep
to
saying,
what the
listen,
fuck
listen,
they
listen.
tell you
That's
to
all you
react to.
fucking hear, man.
yeah, but no, that's not that's trick. That's black people are having conflict right now because of that. But and that's again,
Yeah.
we're like some of the most non-lockstep people there are, bro. We can't agree on a lot of shit. You can't as a
Yeah.
black person, you can't even be a Republican. So no,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. No,
But why is that?
You
Why
want us
why
to
is that
finish?
fantastic? Why is
Supposed to
that?
fit in the box. Everybody trying to put us in the box.
Let me answer this question, man. I'm gonna close it out after this. The problem and the reason why we're here for the most part, man, niggas have a very low understanding of the shit you should have a high understanding of, the shit that matters the most.
Exactly.
Economics, politics, finances, family, ownership, power, all those things which niggas need to be this is answer to your earlier question too. DC Slim. Listen, black men are fixing this by telling other black men how to acquire power and how to live life and move as smartly as possible. Okay. Protect yourself and then protect those around you that show themselves worthy for you to protect them, and don't just give your fucking protection, which is by proxy your life away, to random motherfuckers you don't know. Okay. That's not going to appreciate it anyway. By all means, we all have mothers. Some of us have sisters, daughters, wives, girlfriends, and so on and so forth. Man, hey, those are the women. That's why you choose those women and claim them as your own, because you know a big part of being a man is being able to protect those women. So make sure you choose a woman that's not going to make you have to use that protection unnecessarily, right? So again, man, we talk about a lot of the shit, and and I've been doing this for quite some time, but we've given plenty of solutions, brother. I've given solutions for it's everything from black people to take power or black neighborhoods and stop motherfucking giving all the money away to the Arabs and the Asians and the Indians, to families, to everything, man. So this is something that we've been over. It's just the fact of the matter that, like, when you ask the question, brother, it's a conversation we had. It's just one we're not having in the moment. And at the end of the day, it was a semi fun, semi serious topic today, because again, like I said, of course, I can find 100 more songs of women saying positive things after the fact. But those two songs, those 100 songs you name, those 100 songs are not gonna add up to one no more scrubs. Okay. You can find 100 of those motherfucking songs and they're not gonna add up to no scrubs. You can
But
find
that's your opinion. That's
it's not my
your
opinion,
opinion.
it's by the numbers.
That's
These
not his opinion.
But
You
wait a
won't
minute,
listen.
you can't. Hey,
literally
look, man, I don't know what to say, man. Look, bro, I
You don't
apologize.
listen. You just
I
talk. You just bring
apologize
him out.
You don't need to
if I'm
apologize.
not allowed
That's
to
your opinion.
challenge what you saying. But
No, yes, brother. I'm
fantastic,
not,
you're
that's why I
making
haven't
a
stopped you.
broad statement.
Now, do see something. Don't do that, brother. You don't have to
My bad,
apologize.
dog.
You don't have to do that, and it don't please, because I like you speak freely. You say whatever the hell you want to say. Like I said, I actually enjoy the disagreement. That way, niggas can't claim motherfucking it's just an echo chamber and so on and so forth. So that's why I pretty much, as you can see, whenever you get up here, even overrunning everybody, brother, I let you just do your thing, because again, I would rather have something than just everybody disagreeing with me. So don't make it seem like you gotta
Oh no,
apologize.
I
Or I'm
fuck
not.
with you, my nigga. I fuck with you. No bullshit. I fuck with you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and that's and I appreciate it. But hey, with that being said, man, appreciate
Hey,
all you
hey,
brothers.
fantastic. Hold up. Can you do one thing for me, dog?
What's
2
that?
minutes. Can you play that video I sent you that say the formula? It's only 2 minutes.
Okay, hold on.
All right.
You sent it on IG, right?
Yeah. Everybody in the chat, everybody on this panel, please pay attention to this black and white man sitting here talking. If you want, you can just go straight to YouTube and type in the formula.
Okay, we'll do that now.
From the Revolver, the formula. And this movie, greatest movie I ever read in my life. Ever watched in my life, completely changed my life. And all I'm saying to people, just pay attention. Just put it like that.
I'm gonna just play the noise because it's a movie and I don't want my shit to get flagged. So I'm gonna add it, but I'm not gonna play the video. So they'll be able to hear it, but not watch it. 1 second.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. They can hear it. Hey, just to let you know, everybody know, it's Jason Statham and Andre 3000 in a conversation. All right. Now I don't know if y'all seen this movie. Great fucking movie.
All right, 1 second. Let's go. Here we go.
Wake up, Mr. Green. How?
Now what?
We've kept you alive. Now you can tell me. How do you keep winning?
Very simple. You do all the hard work. I just help you along. The art is for me to feed pieces to you and make you believe you took those pieces because you're smarter and I'm dumber. In every game in con, there is always an opponent and there is always a victim. The more control the victim thinks he has, the less control he actually has. Gradually, he will hang himself. I, as the opponent, just help him along.
So, is that the treasured formula?
The formula has infinite depth in its efficacy and application, but it is staggeringly simple and completely consistent. Rule 1 of any game or con. You can only get smarter by playing a smarter opponent.
Rule number 2.
The more sophisticated the game, the more sophisticated the opponent.
If the opponent is very good, he will place his victim inside an environment he can control.
The bigger the environment, the easier the control. The toss the dog a bone, find their weakness, give them just a little of what they think they want.
Check.
So the opponent simply distracts their victim by getting them consumed with their own consumption. Check.
The word snake springs to mind.
Don't knock it. You only get smarter by playing a snake. The bigger the trick and older the trick, the easier it is to pull. Based on 2 principles. They think it can't be that old, and they think it can't be that big for so many people to have fallen for it. Eventually, when the opponent is challenged or questioned, it means the victim's investment and thus his intelligence is questioned. No one can accept that. Not even to themselves. Checkmate.
I ain't playing you again.
You will always find a good opponent in the very last place you would ever look.
You got more tricks than a clown's pocket, don't you, Mr. Green?
All right.
Hey, fantastic. I appreciate that, bro. And I'm just saying, I hope everybody took heed to what he's saying. They feeding you pieces, dog. And they feeding off of your energy. All right. You know what I'm saying? All I'm telling everybody is to stand down and go challenge your ego. Your ego, once you fix that ego, all the rest of the world will fall in place, man. Keep doing what you do. Fantastic, man. Shout out to you, Slim. I fucks with you, homie. Be easy.
All right, for sure, bro. Appreciate you, fam. I don't know what the fuck going on with this shit. Why is it doing that? It's weird shit. But hey, man, greatly appreciate everybody for pulling up on me today. Miss Fantastic 824 on all social media platforms. Listen to some good R&B music today, man. You know what I'm saying? Chill, relax. You feel me? You know, go get you something with, you know what I'm saying, a pretty face, a slim waist. You know what I mean? And let her have a taste. You feel me? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, I'm gonna catch y'all next, man. I'm out. Holla.